Hell yeah.
We're finna have it cold in here. That's alright.
Yeah, I'm finna freeze it bitch up.
Packing the mail is gone.
Shit, I got a smell.
I just on a deal.
Yeah,
nigga.
Nigga say, yeah.
Shit, what's happening, man?
We live?
Yes, sir.
Nigga say, we live?
We rolling.
That nigga, Ray J, we live? And the brother's good.
Yo.
What's cracking? What's bracking?
What's cracking?
What's bracking, bro? What's good? What's bullying, man?
To each his own, man.
Back to each his own podcast. Back
at it again. Episode 4 with it.
Episode 4.
Shout out to YG. 400.
Yeah, 400. 400. Oh, that's what you're doing.
Nah, that ain't what I did.
That's what you're doing. You should have told me.
That ain't what I did.
What's the red for?
It just happened like that.
What's the red for today, bro?
Shit.
Come on, I know it means something.
I woke up feeling like this. I said I had to put on some red today, fool. I've been feeling cold hearted, bro. I feel cold hearted today, bro. I had to warm up, bro. I would have been in this bitch, you know.
You been feeling blue.
Yeah. I've been feeling kind of blue.
So what that red mean?
I had to turn my flame on. I had to warm up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm fired up, nigga.
The red mean you finna get in your bag.
I'm in my
bag. What type of bag is it? The savage bag?
All that shit.
The go get it bag?
All that shit.
Slaughter bag?
All that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, straight like
we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
Like
you know, you change like the what? Change like the weather.
Yeah, man. The weather, the seasons, the days of the week.
You feeling red right now, but shit, you'll turn around and be back blue.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll go back to red.
You know it.
Then you'll be yellow green.
You know it.
Yellow mellow.
No rainbow shit though.
No, my bad. No rainbow. shit.
You know what I'm saying?
To each his own, but no rainbow shit.
You know what I'm saying? Some rainbow shit, but no rainbow shit. None of that shit going on.
None of that, bro.
No offense to y'all either, but you know, I'm just saying.
Nah, we rocking though.
Anyway.
You know how we rocking. But how you been?
Shit, what's happening, bro?
Shit, good. Tired, bro. Every time we shooting the podcast, bro, on a Friday, it's always the busiest day for me. Every time.
You know, that's the end of the week too, so it's
I feel like it's like on purpose though. I feel like the universe doing that shit on purpose.
What's that?
Like to just like how bad you want to keep doing the podcast.
Just testing you.
Like testing me. Like do you actually care?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the rest of my week, well, this week was busy because we was working and shit. You already know, but like working a lot this week. But every Friday, like it'll be weeks where I'm not doing nothing at all. Like this is the 4th episode, so this the 4th week. Damn, 4 weeks doing this shit. Okay, 4 weeks.
A month in.
Almost a month. We gotta do something on the month episode. What we gonna do? Spark one up.
I guess this it, bro. Because this episode 4. Nah, I guess like episode 5 would be like the new month. Nah, bro, it's 5 weeks in a month, or at least something like that. Yeah.
I'm thinking about.
I mean, typically anyway, like on average, about 4 weeks.
I guess so.
About 4 or 5 weeks, maybe like 5 weeks. It depends on how that shit line up.
I guess so.
And how many days in that month, but typically 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's always the busiest on a Friday for some reason. And I was thinking that today. I was so freaking tired, bro. That's why when you hit me up with somebody going tomorrow, I was so damn tired, bro. I had to lay down. I said I gotta get some type of damn rest. And every time, bro, it's just like a challenge. But I feel like it's just testing you, like
it's the end of the week,
you
bro.
Want this shit, but it is the end of the week. But I don't be doing shit like I don't be doing too much shit like that.
It's a build up to that point.
Yeah, it really is.
And then plus it's Friday, so it's like you really want to rest on the cool. You know what I'm saying? You've been working all week.
I don't like resting on a Friday though. I prefer resting on a Sunday.
Right.
Like shit, like Jesus.
Yeah.
But not like Jesus, like God or who.
I mean, that's Sunday. I guess that's Jesus Day because it's Sunday,
Jesus Day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. But on Friday, that I think it's just because it's in my head that like, bro, everybody out doing something, everybody out having fun,
for sure,
or doing something. So I'm like, I can't just be not doing nothing.
Right.
But shit, we up here doing a pod on a Friday, so you know how we rocking. That's dedication right there. Most people in the streets.
I ain't gonna lie, we can always move it. You think
I mean, if you want to move it, but I like Friday.
I ain't gonna lie, we might have to move it back, bro. Just so I have enough time or more time to, you know what I'm saying, upload it and have it up by Sunday.
Have it on Sunday. Oh, you talking about move it up into like a Wednesday or something?
Yeah, probably.
That's cool because I was thinking about that.
Because by the time I end up, you know what I'm saying, finish uploading the clips, you know what I'm saying, that takes so many hours. And there'll be so many clips, and then by the time you get to the full episode, the full episode gonna take about 24 hours to upload off
that
our
shit.
GP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So usually I had them hoes up. The full episode, the video, them
Yeah.
hoes usually be up by maybe like Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we start uploading them Sunday though. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling behind though because I be feeling like we gotta get this shit out. I
Yeah.
told you it be situations. I be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I come across other people talking about what we may have been talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying on the previous
I'm telling you, bro,
episode.
we
I be
putting
like,
the
damn.
energy- We putting that energy out there, them thoughts, putting them thoughts out into the world.
We really on the frequencies,
And I
bro.
feel like,
we really riding the waves, bro.
yeah. I
Right.
pull Sounders though.
That's frequency
What we
waves.
just say about
Yeah,
push.
yeah.
These niggas
Pulling
ride
out-
the
we putting
waves.
out our
I pull my
Sounders, though.
Sounders out.
Nah, straight up.
But nah, I have been saying that, like, but I feel like that's just like when you put them type of thoughts out into the atmosphere, like
Yeah,
that shit just
right.
comes back. Like
That's what that
a lot of
is.
people think of certain ideas and stuff, and you'll see somebody else kind of doing it, or not more so just doing it, but speaking on it or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, I was thinking about that already,
Right,
but
exactly.
you didn't act on it.
Right.
So
Yeah, that happened a lot too here.
when
Yeah.
you're not acting on it. I seen some post of someone who was just like, stop. It was really basically about procrastination,
Yeah.
but it was more so just talking about like, don't wait, do it now.
And nigga, that done happened to me so many
You
times.
can't wait.
That happened to me, nigga, to this day. To
this
this day.
To this day. But
I
nah,
swear, that shit stay happening. For I be like, damn, my nigga, I had this in my vote. Nigga
you,
done did
like-
that shit before me, cuz.
like you know them conversations that we've been having
That's
about.
how I'm still do that shit though.
Yeah, like you know them conversations that we've been having about just like investing and like
Mm-hmm.
just property, investing in property, saving our money to do certain things to just like really more so just empowerment. So like really to build wealth type shit, like that generational wealth, to be honest, and just like how ownership. That's the main part of have ownership. Really getting freedom, to be honest, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
And so but that's why I'm like you can do that now. Like I'm 23, you what, 22? Like
Damn, bro, we went over this like in the first episode, bro. I'm your age, bro.
bro, you are?
I'm just like a few months older
Bro, I
than you, bro.
couldn't. You older than me?
I said, nah, my bad. A few months younger than you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I just said.
Bro, I don't know why I be thinking you 2 years younger than me, bro.
Nah, bro.
Or like a year. That's because I never, bro, to this day, I still don't know when your birthday,
Young
bro.
nigga shit.
When your birthday?
520. 96.
5/20. You know I can't remember nobody's motherfucking birthday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's that like, let me see. 7 months?
What?
What you like, 7 months older than me?
Yeah.
From November?
7, 8, 9, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my shit, November 7th. 95, baby. November 7th, Scorpio shit.
Yeah.
But nah, I always think you're younger than me and shit. But nah, like what we're saying about just like procrastination and all this shit, like nah, bro, we just gotta do that shit now. Like that's what I
Facts.
encourage anybody, bro.
Yeah, bro, straight up, man.
Man, for real, like do not fucking wait, bro. Like 2 months, bro. You don't know when
life will fly by you.
Bro,
Time
wow.
will fly by you. Time waits on no man, bro. They did not
Man.
make that shit up for no reason. That is the really shit.
like we cannot, we
You know what
can't,
I'm
we gotta
saying?
stop. We gotta stop doing that, bro. Like when I say we, I'm talking about just like us as a people, like really everybody. Like stop motherfucking talk. That's one thing I like. Stop talking about what you want to do and just start on it some
Hop
type of
on
way.
it. Yeah, straight up.
Hop on it, like. And people always want to just even like people who like want to do podcasts and shit, like they like, oh well, we gotta have this camera, we gotta have this exact type of thing, we gotta have this type of
Man, you
mic.
can do that shit with your phone,
Man, you can literally, bro, if we ain't had this fucking
Yeah,
camera,
y'all see,
nigga.
we was using the phones.
Bro.
Like that wasn't no problem.
And
You
we
know what I'm
getting
saying? We got
better.
this. You got this main camera.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
we getting
saying?
better and better as we go. But like, you got a motherfucking people got iPhone 10 or whatever that iPhone X, whatever that is. That shit looks great as hell.
Straight up.
You put that motherfucker, set that motherfucker up on some wall or some shit,
Exactly.
and zoom it in on you or whatever, and upload that shit and just keep going, and you just build on that. Like
That's what it's.
Walmart wasn't created overnight. Like it took time for Walmart to be
Right.
Walmart.
He started as a local grocery store.
Local fucking grocery
You know what
store.
I'm saying? It
Yeah.
turned up. Exactly. That's what it's about, bro. It's about making do with what you got, man.
But
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it's probably because like I think a lot of people want to see that. They want to see that investment.
That
instant gratification.
Yup.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with social media. Like it's just instant gratification.
Yup.
People post a pic, they don't get enough likes. Let me delete that hoe and then post it again at a certain time because I don't think all my
straight
followers
up.
got to see it. Nah, they seen that picture, bro. They're not
Yeah.
rocking with it. Who cares? If you
Right.
if you like the picture, post that shit.
Yeah,
Fuck with
bro.
them. Fuck if they not liking your shit. Like
Right.
nigga, who gives a
Nigga,
fuck?
Post your
That's
shit,
what you
nigga.
rocking with.
Straight up, bro.
So
Nah, real talk.
that's just my motherfucking thoughts on that shit.
Yeah, it's like you gotta
Go
start
get it.
somewhere, bro. That's what you gotta understand at the end of the day. It's like you gotta start somewhere, bro. And the longer you keep prolonging that shit, it's like, damn, it's just you just like I saying, you just wasting time, really, bro.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, nigga, I don't know, unless you trying to come up with some type of whatever to do that shit in a quicker way or a faster way, which I ain't got nothing against that. If you find something that work and you know something that work more efficiently, you know what I'm saying, you can do less by doing more. I mean, do more by doing less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More power to you, but you know.
Do you think that people who get just that instant gratification or just instant success, do you think they does that benefit them? I think when people work towards something and it takes a little longer and they go through those bumps and all those mounds, up and downs like we talked about before, like you appreciate it more, and then you know how to actually really do this shit.
Right.
It's kind of like an artist. Like if an artist put out a song tomorrow and it instantly just blows up just like that,
you ain't gonna know where to go from there.
You know what I mean?
A lot of the time, anyway. Unless you just some type of super hit making ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly. like it's like some people are like that. Some people like just get on the scene and they just never fucking go away and they just keep doing it. Yeah, but a lot of people are not like that. And if you look at most like just people who are successful in life, just look at in entertainment and educationally, any area or field that it is. Yeah. People who the most very successful people in that field went through those ups and downs, like we said, and they took time, like those failures. It sounds cliche or whatever, but like those failures are what make you who you are. Like that's what make you become a person who just wins so much and just like literally just triumph every time.
That's true mastery, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's mastering.
That's true
mastery. Like people who get a black belt. People who become a black belt.
You think they ain't took no L's? You
took an L. Most boxers. Floyd had to get his ass beat. Y'all don't know it, but Floyd was getting his ass beat. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times he was getting his ass whooped. You don't see in the gym when he was getting beat the fuck up. Yeah. We just see the 51-0 or 52-0, whatever his record is, and everybody think their life is gonna be like that. No, right. You gonna get put on your ass sometime, but it's just like you can't dwell in it. You can dwell in it for a little amount of time, like. When you go through certain bad shit, bro, like I understand, like sometimes you just gotta sit down and reflect on it and just be like, fuck, this shit really hurt, and you kind of just soak in your sorrow a little bit. But after a while, you gotta pick yourself up, bro, because like you said, time waits on no fucking man. And if not, bro, you gonna look up 10, 20 years from now, bro, and you gonna have a whole bunch of fucking regret. Yeah. And that hurt my motherfucking stomach when I think about having regret. That scares me.
That's probably the worst shit. That's probably that might be one of that got to be top 5 worst feelings in the world, bro.
It's scary, bro.
Regret. Cause it's like, and you can't change it, bro. You sitting there dwelling on something that you can't change, but it's like you really want to. It's like, damn, you wish you wouldn't have did that shit, or you wish you would have did some shit. But it's like, then you can do it better now.
It's a fact. I have one regret in my life, bro.
What's that?
And it sounds like it's simple. It was nothing like that major. When I quit football. Like when I quit football in high school, I didn't finish it out my last year or whatever. And I used to have like dreams that I had a chance to go back and live in that moment and play again. Yeah. And I would be killing shit. Yeah. But that's like the only regret. But that little point in my life that I actually quit, I always remember that every time I want to just stop doing something that I actually care about. Yeah. Like, right. And that obviously showed that I just didn't really care that much about football like that, because I just really just left that shit just like that, and I just said, fuck it, I'm not finna deal with all this shit. Like, fuck it, I'm done with it. Yeah. But I'm kind of glad shit, because my fucking brain would have probably been more fucked up than what it is already. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, I just can't have that regret. Like, I think about that feeling of how it felt when I quit football, and how like later on in life, how I just be like, dang, I wish I could have got that moment back, because I would have just like did it a little different. Like, just said, fuck it, let me just go through that pain real quick again. Let me go through that pain. Let me fight through that shit, right? But that literally helps me not quit shit now. That helps me continue to chasing my dreams. Just that little moment, and it wasn't even that significant in my life. That didn't affect my life in no kind of way. I still was able to go to college and do what I want. But I always remember that hurt and that regret that I think about, like, damn, a couple years ago, like, I could have still did this, and who knows where they could have took me type shit. But once I keep that in my mind,
that's the bright side. I guess you can say that's the bright side of that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Going through those type of experiences, like it's like you learn from that shit. You're like, okay, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I know that's not something that I want to experience again. I don't like the feeling
That
of
shit
this.
hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
That shit, yeah.
it's like literally a pain. Like it's an undescribable pain that you feel.
Yeah, bro, it's a longing.
That's what it is. It's a longing. Like
It's like you feel unfulfilled. That's exactly what
that's
that
exactly
is.
what it is. Like even when I think about it, it's just like it don't hurt that much no more.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, it's just like, ooh. So if I remember that one little small thing, I'm like, imagine like if it's something like major that I want to accomplish one day, but I just say, fuck it, I'ma settle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never want to settle, bro. I can't fucking do that shit.
Yeah, bro. That's why I say, shit, I'm on, like I was telling you earlier,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm on that.
Go
I'm
mode,
on that
let's
now.
go.
It's, yeah, straight up. Like, I'm talking about when I say it's up from her, nigga, I ain't
Bro,
trying to deal with no more.
I'm glad this is being recorded right now.
Yeah.
So, look.
Hey, yeah, hold me to that.
This is being recorded. Hey, look, public
Straight up.
service announcement.
No more
DR said
regression.
that it's up from now on.
Nigga.
So
I'm talking about speeding bullet type shit. I ain't rushing though. I'm still gonna keep my
Yeah.
pace. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I might get a little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fired up. You know what I'm saying? You see today.
you need to be
That's
fired
exactly.
up, bro.
It's
Like,
gonna be them types of.
let your nuts hang, nigga.
Yeah,
You know how
exactly.
it go.
Straight up. Exactly.
Let your nuts hang, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be them times, but
Fuck
it's
that
like,
shit, bro.
yeah, bro. I ain't trying to like. It's the little. I just want to put that out there. Hold on, we gotta.
Oh, okay.
We gotta
Moment
send
of
our
silence.
thoughts.
We gotta-
Nah, fuck that. We
I
gonna put
usually
this
pray
out
on
there.
11,
Exactly.
11.
Let's
I
put
pray on
these thoughts
11.
out there. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
always
go
pray on
mode.
11.
It's go mode. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We gonna put our
Hold on,
thoughts.
hold on. Let me get my little Western name in real quick.
Put our thoughts
Intermission. Hold on.
out into the universe, man. For manifestation. You trying to do that shit internally? I was trying to verbalize it. That's cool too.
I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I have to do it. It's the same. I usually say the same thing every time,
Yeah.
but I don't never tell people what it is. But it's
Yeah,
some good shit,
yeah.
of course.
Right
But like,
on.
I got to, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They gonna be make a wish 11/11. Nigga, I be praying.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, same shit. You basically just putting your, you know what I'm saying, what you will to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you trying to bring into fruition out there.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro.
But what made you get into that like this moment right here? Like made you just
Regret,
say fuck
nigga.
it. Regret, yeah, I know.
Not being where
What
Shit.
is it? Because you had to reflect on it and you just been thinking about it and you was like, fuck, it's my fault.
I've been
Or-
reflecting on shit all year, bro. I'm
Mhm.
talking about since 2019 came in, nigga. Like I just been sitting back, like thinking, like damn. It's like I think about a lot of the shit that I could have did. Think about a lot of the shit, you know what I'm saying, that I, you know what I'm saying, should have moved on. It's like just like you were saying. It's like when you do that shit, you just letting time fly by. You're not actually acting on it. But it's
Mhm.
like I took that time though. It was necessary. You know what I'm saying, for me to reflect on that shit.
Was it fear that held you back just from overall in life and just from everything, not just one particular thing, but
Yeah.
was it really fear?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You feel like I'm trying to break it down because I always that's why I used to be mad at your ass, bro. Like I used to be mad at you. I can't even lie because I used to be like, bro, I don't want this nigga to ever have regret.
Yeah.
And I always think, and I used to be like, bro, this nigga gonna have regret.
I knew the day would come anyway,
And
bro.
but I feel like you set yourself up on purpose
It
for.
was more so of a preparing thing. Like I was just trying to get ready for it, bro.
That's the problem though, because I do that too.
I mean, but shit, it worked though. I'm ready now.
Yeah,
like I
but-
say, I had to.
Yeah.
I just had to go through
But you
that
didn't
shit,
have
bro.
to. You didn't have to.
I feel like I did.
You wanted to. You kind of wanted to experience that pain. Like
If
you
that's
wanted to see how. Did you want to feel like how it felt?
How it felt? Like,
Cause I know me, it's weird how I'm a weird ass person, bro. Cause I assume that most people go through some type of hurt in their life.
yeah.
So sometimes I will kind of like purposely push people towards hurting me sometimes, or not really hurting me, but like push myself towards like not feeling hurt, but I can't explain.
I know. Shit. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Because I just know that one day it's gonna happen to where I get like I had that pain for real, where I'm hurt for real, like I really felt betrayed or just like really hurt. So I'll like try to prep myself for it. So when it does actually come, I'll just be like, oh, okay,
right.
I'm used to it. But it don't work like that. Life don't work like that.
Yeah.
Like you really can't prepare yourself for that pain, no matter how much you prepare for it. You really can't, because it's not no physical pain. It's an internal pain.
thing,
It's emotional. It's internal, like you said. So
Yeah.
you can't prepare your body like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you did have to go through this shit. You had to go through this shit, nigga. But
Yeah.
it's up, bro. It's up.
All the way.
So what you wanna do different?
Shit.
What you want to do different?
Like with the beginning of this new cycle, like we were talking about the new moon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we coming out the new moon. Now we're going off into a new month. Well, a new lunar cycle anyway. Well, yeah, a new month, and it actually lined up in that way because it's actually the beginning of August.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Going off into this cycle, I told myself it was like, which really I did this last. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the last lunar cycle. You know what I'm saying? The last new moon. I told myself I was gonna put more effort into being my truest, most authentic self, bro. Just not trying to hold back, not trying to, you know what I'm saying, withhold anymore, bro. Due to, like we was talking about, it's a fear thing, you know what I'm saying, a fear that I might be, you know what I'm saying, looked at a certain way, or I might be, you know what I'm saying, it's really like a fear of just being misunderstood, bro.
What was you holding back, though? Because I always felt like,
nigga.
I always felt like you were being you, but at the same time, I feel like you was kind of holding something back at the same time.
Because I am naturally like
you
that.
Just the Kyrie, like you know you just how you are. But I can see what you be. What I can see how you would feel like I'm holding something back. Like, what is it that you was holding back though?
I guess I don't know. I guess certain forms of expression, bro. Expressing myself. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, I don't know. Like
it's not
I guess
easy
when a lot
though,
of people
because it's make you feel vulnerable though.
Yeah.
When you just tell them motherfucker straight up,
right?
Hey, this is exactly how I feel.
Right.
Like, and
even now, it's like I ain't gonna be just completely open book. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I will if I feel comfortable enough. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Me and a certain person vibe in a certain way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But it ain't gonna be like that with everybody. It's like you don't want to just make yourself too accessible. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. Not in my case anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. For the most part, yeah, that's what I'm on, bro. It's like I ain't like, man, yeah, like I said, I ain't trying to hold back no more, bro.
Yeah.
And that go with anything, bro. It's like I'm at a point in my life now where it's like we was talking about it. It's like I don't want to just look back and feel like I missed out on something, or it was something that I didn't do, or I wish I would have did this at this time or whatever. It's like I just want to just, you know what I'm saying, live this shit out at this point, bro. And it's just wherever this shit take me from now, it's just where I'm going, bro. It's like I feel like my journey starts now, bro. That's how I feel, honestly, bro. It's like I'm out here in the world now. You know what I'm saying? I've been in school my whole life, bro. It's like I ain't never just really been out here. Like, I feel like I'm out here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, shit. Yeah, bro. It's like that.
What the fuck then got into this nigga, bro?
Shit, me.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn it!
Shit. Straight
wow.
Up.
This shit, we need to put an applause right here, bro.
Where my soundboard?
Where's soundboard?
You know, I've been meaning to use this shit too.
For real, bro.
I don't even be having this shit
we need a motherfucking applause. Goddamn live applause for that, bro.
My motherfucking soundboard.
That shit a grand. Y'all don't know. That's a groundbreaking moment for this nigga, Dakari, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause I didn't never know how to explain that to you. Yeah, there we go.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that vulnerable moment you just had with us, Dion.
Yeah.
But nah, that's real though. Like, I ain't never know how to, cause I don't even know how to explain it to people. Like, I just know how that pain can be, bro. Like, and it's scary. It's scary. But that's cause. Do you think it's cause we not taught how to like give off that expression? Because actually, me, it like me and you be like completely different. Like me, when I'll just open up to my. If I fuck with them, I'll just open up completely. Like I'm just open up completely.
Yeah.
And I tried to do like in certain relationships that I had with people, I tried to like kind of hide that shit, but that shit killed me trying to hide how I really feel type shit. And so I just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna put everything out on the motherfucking line, put it all on the line. Yeah. If you fuck me over, that's your fault. That's not my fault that somebody, you know what I mean? That's not my fault somebody fucked me over in a situation, like whether it's a friendship or relationship with a girl or something like that. Like that's not my fault that you fucked me over. Like that's just how it is.
Well, don't let me come in. You know, I've been unsafe, but that's on both of y'all part, because you did allow yourself to be, you know what I'm saying, accessible in that way.
But I'm willing to do that though.
Right.
I'm willing to do that because I know the consequences that come with it though. I know like if I'm in a relationship with a girl and I just be completely vulnerable to her, let her know exactly how I feel, all this shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I get fucked over, or like situations just don't work out like I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I know that's a possibility, so I'm willing to deal with that, rather than just withhold that, and then that person can come back and say, well, you didn't let me know this and that. Then I'd be like, fuck, I should let them know type shit.
Yeah.
And so that's just. Yeah, it's weird though, but I think it's because we not used to having them conversations, especially dudes, bro. We not used to having them fucking conversations, bro, being like that, bro. We ain't taught to be just vulnerable like that. Like, we taught to be tough. Get your ass up. Be tough, bro.
Right.
Like we
Like,
not taught to just.
you supposed to be the one. I guess that's the female is supposed to be the one that's emotional in that state.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you supposed to
Well,
be
from what
strong. You supposed to be strong for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be the ones that they talk to and the ones that they. Well, I don't know. I guess it's really supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Both ways. I feel like.
It is.
But for some
It
reason,
is.
I feel as though. I don't know. The man is supposed to be strong for the woman.
Yeah.
But it's like when you think about it,
That's
it's
'cause-
like you would think that, you know, being that women are more emotionally receptive, that they the ones that, you know what I'm saying, you would feel comfortable talking to, the ones that,
We
you know
are,
what I'm saying,
though.
I mean, exactly. So that's why I say,
Why
you know
niggas
what
be
I'm
pillow
saying,
talking?
it's kind of right. Motherfuckers.
Motherfucking
Yeah.
pillow talkers.
It be, you know what I'm
Give
saying,
nigga
it
away
go
nigga
both
whole
ways.
game. But yeah, but that's what I like about this era though. Like, you know how we was talking about, like, if you go look at back in the time, like a whole bunch of years ago,
Yeah,
like how we was talking about how the 90s were.
yeah,
It was super like
macho.
gang bang, banging on niggas, fuck a bitch nigga,
Yeah.
I come all this shit or whatever.
Super misogynistic.
Super
nigga.
misogynistic, like just super like tough nigga,
I be listening back to Snoop and them all shit. I be like,
bro,
God
them
damn.
niggas was banging on niggas and hoes, like,
shit. I be like,
oh my
these
God.
niggas.
So, but like if you look at this time now, like what the way we talking
I
right
ain't
now,
even gonna lie. It's crazy because I grew up like that, bro.
I know you did. I could
feel
tell.
me?
That's why you act the way you act.
Yeah, bro.
I could tell.
And it's like, man, I look back on that shit, I be like,
It's
damn,
not- that's
bro,
not how it's supposed
that
to
ain't
be.
How, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I appreciate women too much for that, bro. It's like, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like that because I feel like, I don't know, it's just like you say, it wasn't cool to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
feel like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it was on some shit where it's like, you gotta feel like you, I guess emotionally independent in some type of way.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I guess with that, I guess we just grew up in that type of culture. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That like I guess look down on women. Like we was just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the waitress thing, hell,
Yep,
you know what I'm
was.
saying? How they look
Yep.
at, you know what I'm saying, women as though they just servants or some shit like
Yeah.
that. It's like it's been a lot of that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
dominance and
saying?
shit
Right?
over
Exactly.
women.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I grew up on a lot of that, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of that then took place in like my heart and like my actions and whatnot.
That's
You know
why.
what I'm
That's
saying?
why I can. That's why when I was just growing up and I would look at, like, that's why I used to, when women would talk about certain dudes and they would be talking about just like certain dudes, the way they would act or whatever,
Yeah.
and I would be like, bro, who the fuck is doing that shit? Who's still doing that shit? But I didn't understand, like, you
Yeah.
have dudes out there who, like you said, these super macho ass dudes, like,
Yeah.
their ego is just like weak as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
they just can't deal with like a female, just, you know what I mean? They just can't deal with a female that's just a dominant female, really, or just like a female who got her shit together. They
Yeah.
need a female to just need them all the time, type shit or whatever. But like a dude like me, like, probably because that's why I said I grew up with my mom and them though, so it's completely different. Like,
Yeah.
I was taught, my mama like told me, like, she taught me all the time that a woman how a woman wants to be treated, like, and how it was nothing wrong for like a dude to just be honest about how he feel all the time, like, just communication, because that's what really the main thing is about communicating.
Mhm.
Like, it's like a friendship thing, really, for the most part. So
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, bro, but we get to that point to where we just evolving as humans, and it's just slowly, it's getting better. I think it's getting better. Like, I don't look at the world as really bad anymore the way I was thinking about it not too long ago. Like, I used to look at the world like, bro, the world is really, really fucked up, and it is fucked up too. But I think it's way more good to me.
I feel like it's a situation where it's like, okay, the ones that's elevating is elevating, and the ones that's going down is just going down.
I think they'll just die out eventually, I hope. Like, the people who are just not on that, like, even like how we was talking about last time about Nipsey. Like, Nipsey was on that higher level thinking. He was on that higher just elevation or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other person, whatever, they was on that, they was low level. That's that low level energy, just
Yeah.
not good. And so I don't know, you just gotta be on that wavelength. Like, you really just gotta be on that wavelength to just really feel it. So
Exactly.
I don't know. You gotta have that in you, and you gotta be willing to just, I don't know, you gotta be willing to change too. That's the main thing, us as dudes be willing to change.
All right.
Right. I think that's what it is.
How you see fit anyway. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever change you feel like is necessary or what you deem necessary to, you know what I'm saying, change about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, those are you're gonna make those sacrifices or whatever's necessary for you to do that or grow into that state of being that you want to be in, grow into that person that you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like shit. If you still want to be in it, you know what I'm saying, state of being, hell, then you gonna stay there. And maybe it's something that you still need to experience. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about the being in just a
Like I guess
not
what you
good
would
state of
deem a
being,
negative state of being.
negative state of being.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still need to experience that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get that shit out your system. That's
So
how
is
I
it
always
any
put
way?
it.
Because I just wonder. Because I just look at like certain neighborhoods and stuff. I'm just wondering, like, bro, what the fuck do we need to do, like, as specifically just black people? I'm thinking about black people. Like, what the fuck do we need to do to like change the minds of like just the whole narrative of how we think of ourselves and like how we just maneuver and shit? Because like, I don't know. I just don't think it don't make no fucking sense to me. Like,
In what fashion though? In what manner?
like really just self-love, bro. Like looking at ourselves is just to stop destroying each other, to be honest, bro. Like where does it stop? Like where we stop destroying each other. That's the main part. Cause I'm looking at it, I'm like, we can blame a whole bunch of other people for our problems, which you definitely can. But when do we like wake up and be like, okay, how do we even wake people up to realize like we fucking killing ourselves? How do we do that? I don't know what to do, bro. That's like one of the plans I
Niggas
think
know
about.
that though, but they don't care. See, that's the thing. It's like, how can you get like a destructive type of person to stop being destructive?
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
saying.
they're just a
You can't-
chaotic being, you have beings of chaos, bro.
They don't give a fuck.
That's just the balance. That's just the balance of
that.
life, bro. So it's like it's kind of almost as if like,
And it's kind of too late once the person.
yeah,
is,
like I told you, like the people who want to change, they gonna make that change. They gonna find the actions necessary to take to make that change. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. But as far as like, I guess if you was to apply that to them, how we can, you know what I'm saying, aid them, those beings, the ones that actually want to change. What can we do for them? You know what I'm saying. How can we get them to open up and understand? You know what I'm saying. You know, so like you were saying, self-love, things of this nature, and you know what I'm saying, just a overall understanding and love for humanity, a different type of love for humanity. I mean, that's just understanding at the end of the day, man, that we all people, bro, and that we all similar in nature. We might not all come from the same, you know what I'm saying, backgrounds at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But shit, man, to some extent we do. We
Yeah,
do
we
have
really-
some
we
type
humans.
of common something, you know. So I mean, it's just that type of thing, bro. But
And I just don't. It's just too much. And what I was talking to my mom about it, I was like, I think it's because it's a lot of good people in the world,
yeah.
but those few people who are just fucked up, like you said, not willing to change, just destructive type of human beings, just don't give a fuck, don't want to change, just want to fuck shit up, cause havoc, just don't care. They the loudest people, whereas the people who are just good people, they just going on throughout their day and just, you know what I mean, just living their life or whatever and just on that good balance.
Right.
Whereas the people who are on the negative energy, they just destroying shit and they the loudest, so it looks like the world is just more fucked up than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the world's actually that fucked up like we think it is. I don't think it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say
It's
because
hard
we
to
not
fucking say.
we not everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. We not everywhere. Like I don't know what's,
it's damn near impossible to be
yeah.
everywhere.
Like I don't know what the government's been doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like they doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And the government could be doing things that look bad, but it's actually to help people.
We don't know what else going on.
We
for real,
don't know,
So
like-
it's hard to say.
I don't know what the hell is going on, but
I don't know. I feel like it's either. This might sound selfish, but I guess it's
Say
more
it.
so a thing of just focusing on self because that's where change comes from
Yeah,
at
it
the
is.
end of the day.
That's exactly
At the end
what
of
it
the
is.
day, it's just like I can't remember what episode it was that we was talking about that, but it's like a, you know what I'm saying. You got to make those changes in yourself, and soon it's gonna start to reflect upon, you know what I'm saying.
world around you.
Exactly.
yeah, that's really what it is. Damn, that's really perfect. Because think about a person who just take any particular area that's like, just say Dallas or something, or whatever city it's at, and just an area that's just might be fucked up or whatever, so-called fucked up, whatever, like financially or just like crime-wise type shit, like people dying, people on drugs, like people just not living good, like they soul not good and all this stuff. If you change yourself, you're gonna change your network
Exactly.
of people around you.
Exactly.
That's just really how it is.
Even a homeless man can find his way in this world if he changes his state of being.
Yeah.
If he had that mindset,
His
that I'm
partners
gonna
can
make
see
it
him
out
and be
here.
like, damn, Johnny done got off the goddamn crack.
You know,
Look
straight
at
up.
him. I can do that. And then it literally just trickles down.
Facts.
But I think it's because that's my problem too. I think that's one of my biggest problems. It's the instant gratification. So I'm trying to figure out, what the hell, what type of plan or agenda we can come up with that overnight is gonna change, wash away hundreds of years of self-hate and destruction that have been caused upon us. But that's gonna take. It might take a whole another 300 years to change that, or never, maybe.
The closest it gets to that is the universal energies that we deal with, the shifts that we dealing with. It's one coming soon. We finna experience one in 2020. You know what I'm saying? What? A shift. A shift in the like I say, the universal energies. You know what I'm saying? We moving in, like I say, we moving into the fifth dimension, bro. Earth is literally moving into a new space in space. So it's like a higher vibrational type of frequency that we're moving into.
Okay, let's stick on this point. Is that why we're becoming more conscious of like a lot of things?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, because I think as human beings, we just continue to evolve over generations of human beings. Yeah. Like from the caveman to where we are now, or whatever was born before him, or whatever. We just continue to evolve, and so like how you said, we in that fifth dimension. That's why I think that's probably why we're so aware of like, even like our past like shit that we was doing 10 years ago. We realizing, bro, that was fucked up that we was doing. Yeah. Like that was fucked up what we was saying back in the day. Like how we look at the 90s. Yeah. We looking like, bro, that was fucked up what y'all niggas Snoop Dogg, y'all niggas was saying. Like shout out to Snoop Dogg.
I look at shit that I said in my music five years ago.
Go look, like, I challenge everybody. That's so perfect, bro. Like, that's why I don't like that's why I don't judge people based off they past all the time, as long as it wasn't like nothing too like fucked up or whatever. Yeah. Like, cause to go look back, I would challenge everybody to go and look back at their tweets from 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Look at what you was tweeting, bro. I looked at my tweets one time from like 2-3 years ago. I was disgusted with myself. I said, bro, I'm over here acting like I'm some savage ass nigga. Like, boy, you not savage. I'm like talking crazy on that hoe. Like, I was like, bro, you was in love 2 years ago. What are you on Twitter talking like you just some super savage ass nigga?
Yeah, man.
But that's because I was kind of like fighting against myself type thing, and that's what we do a lot.
All right.
But everybody didn't say some fucked up shit back in the day. Like everybody didn't been fucked up in a certain type of way.
Some goofy shit,
lame ass shit. Go look at remember when you used to be on.
You would look at and cringe, nigga. Like damn, I said that.
Go look at how you was trying to spit game to girls.
You on go, kick, nigga. Instant embarrassment.
Oh my god.
Delete.
Bro, I used to do some lame shit, bro.
Man.
Like I'm embarrassed about myself. Some of the shit I used to like, the game I used to give out.
Yeah.
Whack.
Terrible.
People was going for it. That's what's crazy. Like I'm like, damn, you went for this.
Right.
Like I could see why people would look at me and like, bro, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like you're a bitch ass. You're a band ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. Like I get it. I'm like, bro, why did you do that? That was whack what you was doing.
Yeah,
that was whack.
And, you know, I've been socially awkward down there my whole life. Yeah. So I look at a lot of shit I've been done said and be like, wow. Boo.
Yeah, but that's because like you been socially awkward, but it's really because you was uncomfortable, so you'll say certain shit to just
bro. It's like I don't be knowing how to communicate with people a lot of the time. If we don't just really just, you know what I'm saying, I guess vibe like that anyway. Yeah. But yeah, bro.
Go look back. I have my Instagram. I have an Instagram out there that I cannot fucking delete, bro. It was an Instagram from when I was in high school. I know you probably know what it is. I can't. It got hacked. Like real life, my Instagram account got hacked.
Just send them an email.
I tried to, and I cannot go and delete that shit, but it's nothing bad on there. But I'm like, bro, I had different Woman Crush Wednesdays every fucking Wednesday. Like,
yeah, buddy.
I was like, my captions was just like, bro, you really thought you was that nigga? Like, corny ass, lame ass. Boy, you was lame in a hoe, bro.
Cornfield.
But people fuck with me, but like, boy, you was lame as hell.
It's just that self, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you call it, that self-reflection.
That's nasty.
That self-judgment is like, damn, nigga. That's because we know we done evolved since then, so it's like, nigga, get that shit out of here, bro.
You don't even want to see it. That's why I'm hoping, like, but we all gonna evolve.
It's like when people see old pictures of themselves, they don't like how they look back.
They don't like it.
The
some people do like that shit. They be like, damn, I wish I can go back.
Right,
but like some people look at old pictures and be like I look at my old pictures, I be like, bro, what the fuck was on my head? Why the fuck did they let me wear that shit? Like, that shit was lame as hell.
I agree.
But nah, like, but we all changing and evolving. That's what we're doing as human beings.
Yeah, bro.
Like you said, I guess we're going that fifth dimension or whatever it is. And I think it's because we're getting better and better as human beings. Really, we're getting smarter, just more aware. Just physically, motherfuckers is getting bigger. Just like motherfuckers growing. Literally, we growing into giants again, type shit.
It's ways, fool. It's like I say, shit. You know, the ones that's evolving is evolving. The ones that's devolving is devolving, and the ones that's doing either is just staying stagnant.
We need these motherfuckers who not evolving to die the fuck out, bro. That's what we need. We need these niggas to die out.
That's what's gonna happen eventually.
Like the people who not evolving and not trying to get better, bro. And you just
I'm not gonna wish that on them though, but you know.
Nah, I don't, because everybody, like I said, everybody changes. I literally just see I'm a big ass hypocrite. To each his own.
It's inevitable, but
yeah,
unless you make that decision later on down the line, to you know what I'm saying, it ain't never too late. Well, unless it's too late, that might go off some of y'all heads, but
yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like I want people to change into a better themselves type of person type thing, because I don't want it to be too late.
Right? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't want it to be too late for you. Like
honestly, what that is, bro, is because a lot of people just don't have that true knowledge of self.
That's literally all it is.
Exactly, bro. And that's what we here on, bro. It's like that's what we here to deliver.
We're not teaching that in school.
It's indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? They not teaching people about themselves. People is teaching. You literally have a system that's trying to teach, you know what I'm saying, another group of people about like they ways and they cultures and they traditions, and trying to program them into this type of system, you know what I'm saying? And out of the world, it's like they losing touch with themselves, because, you know what I'm saying, they getting programmed into this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard, bro. It's real hard to do that in this society, bro, because like we just been stripped of so much knowledge and information about our true selves and where we really come from and what we truly are. And there's so much shit being hidden, you know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. It's just...
That's why I don't know. That's why I really question. I don't even know if I would like, when I have kids one day, I don't even know if I would like them to get like that regular formal education that they crown as like good education. Yeah. Cause like I'm looking back at it, like the shit that we was been taught, it was.
Which is like, it's weird, cause it's like I feel like I see the necessity
like
in
certain
it.
histories that certain history that we taught,
just
like,
because that you got to, like I say, you got to understand where you are and have knowledge.
Yeah,
of,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying, that the system that you in, and you know what I'm saying, you got to have knowledge of the society that you in and the history. You know what I'm saying, just knowing where you at. You know what I'm saying, knowing how to navigate where you at. But it's like the past is like equally as important, because like, damn, where did I come from though? What am I for real?
They teaching you about, when you're in school, they teaching you about that you was enslaved, right?
Yeah.
They literally, we only learn about a few more other people who was successful. Like you got Barack Obama, okay, cool, but they talk about.
I mean, they teach you, they give you, you know what I'm saying.
It's not that many
in February, you know.
In February, and then you can count on your hand like how much they teach you throughout the year.
Yeah.
Like you learned about Martin Luther King. I don't even know if I really learned about.
I ain't gonna lie, we learned about a handful of people.
Not that many
in elementary school. We learned a decent amount of people, bro. Like they taught, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
But it was always from a.
You know what I'm saying? Frederick
It was
Douglass.
always from an inferior stance.
I don't know. Not in my school. I guess I can't speak on everybody's behalf.
Y'all niggas had the same curriculum. We was in DISD, right?
Yeah.
Same curriculum.
It
was always inferior.
But like I say, it was just
maybe hindsight. Me thinking about it, that's how I can remember. It was the inferior. But it's like when you teaching people about in the beginning. That's why black people need to start opening their own schools, because like we need to teach our people how, like,
matter of fact, hell, it was a school around the corner from my elementary school, named after Frederick Douglass.
My aunt was a principal there last year, whatever. She was a principal there. Yeah, that's true though. That's really, really true.
You know what I'm saying? We learned about a decent amount of people though. Morgan, who was the dude that invented traffic light? Morgan.
The what? Traffic light? I don't know.
What was the dude's name, man?
I know you're talking about though. Yeah.
Damn, I can't think of his name, bro. But shit, Bessie Coleman, Madam C.J. Walker,
the hot cone lady.
George Washington Carver,
Peanuts.
You know what I'm saying? What was dude? I ain't know was a gig. Damn, it was some Coleman. I don't know, bro. I can't remember. But yeah, man.
But I get it though. Think about it. The people who created the curriculum is, I would guess it's white male dudes, right? White male.
I'm pretty sure they got black people on the board.
No, I'm talking about from the beginning, like how they created the curriculum, like a long time ago, like not recently.
Yeah.
But like the overall agenda of how we're going to teach our kids, right?
Yeah.
So I can understand, like, no, we're not going to teach motherfuckers about these black people who was like from other places who was rebellion, like the Haitian Revolution.
Harriet Tubman.
Like we did learn about Harriet Tubman, but you learned about they gave you the good side. Like they wouldn't teach you about Nat Turner and how
we heard about Nat Turner today.
Like Nat Turner. Let's just say Nat Turner watched the whole family out. Yeah. This nigga watched the whole family out type shit. Like, and then what I forgot that's why I need to start learning these names. Yeah, him. What's the other guy who came and he was literally just conquering, he was a black guy. This nigga was conquering every fucking land. I can't remember his name, but like I can see why you're not gonna teach them people, why you not gonna teach people that. Why would you wanna educate them about that? You know what I mean? Like I wanna keep you mellow. I want to keep you humble. I want to keep you letting you know, like, hey, your roots. I want to let you know that, hey, your roots begin from you being a slave. Right. So you should be appreciative of the little that you got right now.
Exactly.
And not expect more.
Why would you want to do that when you're trying to maintain superiority?
Yeah, because you're trying to teach people to be employees anyway. Right. Like, you're trying to teach people to just stay in line. Right. It's a democracy, but yeah, okay, not really. Like you trying to keep people to stay in line. You trying to keep the country in order. So I get it from their standpoint. That's why, like, I'm able to see both sides of the motherfucking story. I get it. Right. I get why they would want to keep people in line. I get why they don't want to educate you on that. But that's why it's not up to them. Like, if I hate black people who are like trying to ask white people for shit. Yeah. Stop doing that shit on social media, bro. Stop trying to ask these niggas to give y'all a job. Stop begging these niggas to put y'all in position. Stop begging niggas to give y'all awards.
Jump in that water,
bro.
Swim.
Man. Create that shit your motherfucking self. Like
swim, Jack.
Act like you're not gonna really get what you deserve anyway. If somebody else just giving it to you who don't give a fuck about you like that, right? They gonna give you the crumbs. Like, come on, bro.
This might be a bad analogy, but like, do like them ancestors who jumped off that ship. Goddamn it!
Yes,
swim,
jump off that
ship, try to swim. A lot of them probably ain't make it, but goddamn,
like we
got better utensils now.
Our ancestors literally sacrificed their lives so we can do that, so we can be in a position to talk the way I'm talking right now.
And it's like they was so strong. It's like they made their way through what they was going through, and they ain't even had the opportunities that we had, nigga. Shit. Like, they literally, man.
So stop fucking complaining.
Say, right, bro.
Stop fucking. I'm not with that shit. It ain't
no excuses at this point, bro.
I'm sorry,
the only excuse is not knowing, bro.
Y'all niggas ain't getting no sympathy card from us,
but the information is out here now, bro. You can empower yourself. You can teach yourself, bro.
You can fucking teach yourself.
It's just like we was talking. It's like, these are times that we in now, bro. This is the age of information, bro.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yes, that's really what it is. But I think because we, as a people, and I'm sorry that I'm getting on black people so much, but that's I don't care about y'all so much.
Exactly.
I care about y'all so like that's y'all,
love, bro.
It's look at me, shit. I'm fucking black as fuck. Like that's what I care about, and so. But I think it's because we so used to being hand fed, like. Yeah. People are so used to seeing like, oh, we came from some place, Abraham Lincoln freed us, whatever, and all of this other thing. So they used to like a white person doing something, a person not black doing for them. So they expect that to just continue to be like that. Like, nigga, we can give ourselves reparations, bro, by putting our fucking money together and doing shit.
Right.
Like, they not gonna give you shit, bro. Why would they? They don't want to. If you was in that position, you wouldn't want to give motherfuckers shit either. Like, so we gotta stop that, bro. Like, put our minds together, put our money together, and build like that. That's how you create. Like, people talk about, how Black Wall Street was. Yes, that's how you create that. Like, if you go to Houston, they have a Chinatown in Houston. Like, every major city has a Chinatown.
I'm talking about it ain't even no English on the signs, nigga.
No English on the motherfucking sign.
That shit straight Mandarin.
To all my Houston people, they know exactly what I'm talking about. What's the area?
Shit, I don't know. Little Chinatown.
Is it Bel Air?
I
think it's Bel Air.
It's over there in that
area. I think it's Bel Air in Houston.
On the west side.
Yeah, you drive over there, nigga. They have English pushed to the side, and they have that shit in Mandarin.
I'm talking about even the signs.
The signs is Mandarin. So
like straight up.
So what's your motherfucking excuse? Like, we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge. We have examples. Like, you have leaders who are literally trying to tell us, no, let's empower ourselves. But we gotta stop following these leaders who just want us to beg somebody else for some fucking money or beg somebody else for something. Follow leaders other people who really gonna empower y'all, bro.
Right.
If you gonna follow somebody.
I guess the only thing that will hold us back from doing such is it ain't no, we don't have those type of areas. I guess we don't own. That's the problem. We not owning land like
Buy
that
it.
like we should. So I feel like that would be the first step. You know what I'm saying?
America has to be bought, bro.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying, start in a
Mhm.
area of your own. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and build from within that. I feel like.
That's because we want to be included, though. That's the thing. People don't even realize. Some people don't know it.
Yeah.
If you look at like Chinese communities or even Jewish communities,
want to live in the suburbs.
yeah, like if you look at Chinese
But shit, we can have our own
communities,
suburbs though.
Chinese communities, Jewish communities, Arabian, Indian, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't care about being included with the masses. They worried about being in their own community and being with their people and just building their shit up.
Yeah.
And you gonna look at their shit and be like, damn, they shit is good over there. They don't care about getting included with the masses. They worry about their own shit. But like you said, we want to be included. And the thing about people, like you said, the suburbs and stuff like that, and they don't even realize they want black people to go to the suburbs now.
I feel like that's
Because guess what? They making the so-called hood. Yeah, they're gentrifying that shit, and then you're gonna be in the suburbs looking at your so-called hood and looking at it like, damn, I want to go back to that shit. You can't. It costs $500,000 or more to get your property here. You can't. It's gone because you didn't even value your shit because you thought it was better out there with them.
Yeah. And going back to that, I feel like that's low key. Like I feel like that was something that was probably passed down through DNA or something. Like black people,
Yeah.
we weren't able
That's slave mentality.
we weren't able to integrate back in the, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
back then. So it's like shit. We
Yeah.
want to
So
experience
now
that
we
shit
just
down.
like,
You
oh,
know what I'm saying?
I
It's like,
still want it. I still want it, and we still looking at it like it's something more that we're not getting.
Oh, I'm allowed here now. What's up? You know
It's
what I'm
something
saying?
more I'm not getting.
Yeah.
It's something more in this little
Yeah,
white
what they say
world or white
for?
community that I'm not getting. What more can I
Alright.
get? Man,
But I'm gonna make 2 points with that. One,
make it please.
it's like, okay, on one end, it's like you said on the I think that was episode 2, where it was like you were saying, like we don't want to sound like, you know what I'm saying, just like some privileged kids, you know what I'm saying. Just
We're
speaking
speaking
from
as
that
empowered
type
people,
of,
bro.
you know what I'm saying, exactly. Like
That's what it really
from that
is.
perspective or whatnot, because you gotta understand, like everybody not, you know what I'm saying, gonna be educated. Everybody not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in the position to move how they want to move.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for them, it's like, yeah, it would be kind of, you know what I'm saying, it'd be harder because like they don't have that mentality, I guess. But I mean, I guess if you don't have that mentality, bro, I guess that's just not for you at the end of the day. I guess that's just the harsh reality of it, bro. Honestly, fam.
Fall in line then with us.
Yeah, I guess
Like
that's
to
just
be
what
honest,
that
if you don't
is.
have that mentality to be just to have that higher thinking, fall in line with somebody else who does though, and have them to teach you the ropes. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like when I'm not
Right.
educated on something, like you, most of this shit that we even be talking about, I'm not super educated on it, but I know that you educated on it for the most part. Like you're an expert in what some of the shit that you know about, like spirituality and learning about these different levels and
I'm not an
frequencies.
expert by far, but you know.
You damn near well, not a, you're a self-taught damn expert if you ask me. Like if you ask me, compared to me or whatever.
Right.
And so, but when you're not, like you said, if you're not like that type of leader, or you just not like a person who just on that type of wave,
Yeah.
you should realize
Get around people who is.
get
I guess.
around.
Like,
That's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
That's
Get
how
around
you-
people who is, and don't shut out them. Don't shut out those people who don't shut out people just because that's not what you think is the right thing. Because a lot of times the people who I think a lot of, like I said, a lot of the leaders that we're following, these niggas is leading people down a path that's not even gonna work. Like they still like these politicians and stuff and all these people, bro.
I gave up on politics a long time ago.
Oh, it's sad though, bro. It's like it's not depressed. I don't get depressed watching it. I get sad that people literally put their hopes into that if they get this president or get this person elected, that's really gonna change shit for real. And I don't think it will. Like I would like
Most
to know.
likely not.
I would like to know how invested are
Not know one
like
person
other
anyway.
communities, like Chinese, Indians, and stuff like that. How invested are they into like elections and stuff, and people getting voted in and stuff like that? Because I
Right.
think they have their shit together so much that no matter what, they gonna be good.
I hate to sound like a damn conspiracy theorist, but
Tell me,
man,
dude, I
bro,
love conspiracy.
at the end of the day, it's a system that we a part of, bro, and the system is going to go according to plan, bro. According to how the higher ups want this shit to go, bro. That's just what that is, bro. That's how I feel.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but I don't think that we elect the president. I don't really know if my vote really counts. Because, shit, Hillary Clinton got more votes than Donald Trump if you look at the actual vote count. and Donald Trump still won. They have this shit rigged for electoral colleges and all this shit.
I'm telling you.
And whoever we don't even know who's a part of the electoral college exactly. We don't know these specific people.
Hey, I can't wait till I drop this song. Made in America, Lost Cause. Whoo, shit.
What it's about?
People gonna hate me, nigga.
What it's about?
They ain't gonna hate me, but they gonna look at me like
Shit,
I'm the most.
They already finna start. I'm telling you, the shit we talk about, I already know people look at us and be like, these ignorant ass, stupid ass. They think we stupid.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know they do, but it's because y'all lost.
And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even gonna sit here and stunt like I'm just some. I mean, some people may look at me in this fashion, but I don't look at myself like I'm just some super educated, intelligent, intellectual nigga.
I'm not at all.
I don't even read, bro. I don't read books,
I don't
nigga.
read like that. I listen. I don't read.
Exactly.
I listen. I don't.
Books overrated to me, bro.
Thank you for saying that.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I know how books are overrated? Because look,
Like
have
you
you
can get
seen,
just as much information from
Listen.
other sources,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, than just reading some shit. Because
Have
somebody
you-
wrote that book just like somebody,
wrote the
man,
book, just
come on.
somebody
can
wrote
be-
that book, just somebody was talking. It's
Right.
the same type of format.
Right.
It's just in different physical
Yeah, bro,
form.
it's
or
different ways to
listen or
get your
whatever.
information, bro. And it's like, you
Yeah.
got to understand at the end of the day.
That's why audiobooks are so
you're
popular
supposed
now.
to. Yeah.
I realized that. I was like, bro, you know how people be like sitting down reading. You need to read. You need to read. You need to read.
Bro.
I was laughing because I was like, bro, we collect information completely different now. So that's
Right.
why people listen to podcasts so much. That's
Right.
reading, basically. That's the 21st century of reading.
Yeah.
Podcasts. Like a lot of people listen to podcasts.
Straight
They're
up.
getting information from that.
Or newspaper. That's the
Yeah.
modern day news.
Yeah,
I guess.
news. Yeah, podcasts are the modern day newspapers or whatever. And so, like how back in the day people had to read all the time to get their information or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's low key, like you say, history repeats itself. They used to literally sit around and listen to a radio and listen to people have conversation on the radio and stuff
Right.
like that.
Exactly.
And podcasts is literally the exact same thing.
They still do, kind of. You know what I'm saying? People listen to their morning shows on the way to work. All
Yeah,
that
but
type
they
shit.
bullshit ass fucking morning shows.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Shout out to the Breakfast Club.
Shout out to Breakfast Club.
Shout out to the Breakfast Club.
You know what I'm
But,
saying? But yeah, bro. That's why I be trying to get through my pops. Well, I ain't never just really talked about it, but
About what?
he real big on reading. You know what I'm saying? He feel like, you know what
I
I'm
respect
saying?
that though. No, it
It's cool.
It's
but
good.
It's overrated, bro.
because I still want to read. It's certain books.
Yeah.
It's certain books that I want to read. Like I
Yeah.
want to read the Elijah Muhammad book. Muhammad book. I have a list of books that I want to read because I don't think some of those don't have audiobooks with it. But I've never used an audiobook, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
certain
talking.
shit,
but I've
certain
never
shit
used
you
an
gonna have to get
audiobook.
that from. If ain't nobody talking about it, yeah, you don't
But
have
I
to get that
realized that I
information from
retain a whole bunch of more information when I'm listening than when I'm just reading. Because
Right.
sometimes you'll just read just to read. But when you actually listening to something, you're engaging, your mind is engaging with the conversation. Because when I listen to a podcast or I listen to like CNN or a show or whatever, I'm agreeing with it and then I'm disagreeing with it or I'm in the middle with it. So me doing that the whole time, I'm remembering exactly what they said because I remember that, I disagree with what he said.
Yeah.
I disagree with what she said or I agree with what he or she said.
It's a different feeling when you hear that voice. It's
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
than
saying?
just reading
It resonate more
Mm-hmm.
than just reading some
It's just
shit.
like a person can say something. A person can say something in text, and they can say, and you can catch an attitude and be like, "Bro, what the fuck? Why the fuck you say this shit like this,
Yeah,
bro?"
it
And be
might
like, "Bro,
not-
I wasn't saying it like that. No, I was just saying like
definitely.
I'm on my way. I wasn't just saying what is OMW? I'm on my way.
Yeah.
But then you'll type it in your phone. I'm on my way! Exclamation mark.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
you really just like, nah, bro. I'm just saying I'm on my way, bro. Like it's not a big deal or whatever.
Yeah,
like that's
definitely.
exactly what it is. It's just like that
And
different
I ain't gonna
communication
lie.
barrier.
That's a big reason I always kind of like didn't like texting. If it's
I love
somebody like
talking on the
new,
phone.
if it's somebody that like don't really know me, like I don't like texting, bro, because you're not gonna know how I'm saying this shit.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get my humor and none of that shit. It's gonna be
Bro.
sounding like it's gonna come out rude.
Yes, exactly. I can't even make
You know what
because I'm
I'm
like a joker. Like I
Yeah,
joke
bro.
the whole time. Like I think I'm a
Like
funny
you
nigga
ain't
sometimes.
you don't know how I'm saying this.
Exactly.
Like nah, yeah,
Exactly, bro. Like I can't really get my game off. I can't get my shit off.
yeah, bro. That
like
shit. That shit
like
be
when you talking to a
drop,
girl on the phone, like when you talking to a girl you just met her and when you texting,
Yeah,
it's what more can you say in a text? What you doing? Oh, I'm chilling. I'm doing this. Blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
bro.
But you get on the phone.
that texting shit dead.
You get on the phone and have real conversations. Like it
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you can know that. Like if y'all want to find out if y'all really fuck with somebody, get on the phone and talk to them. That's how you know if you really fuck with them, bro.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Talk to them on the phone. Then you can, ladies and dudes, you can weed out a lot of
Shit.
people you don't want to fuck with.
Straight up. Nah, definitely.
Like text message, you can fake it the whole time through text message. On a phone conversation,
Right.
that's instant. Hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. How you feel about this? You got to come up with something right on the spot.
Yeah.
Text, you can just act like you didn't see it. Oh, my bad, I didn't see it. I probably
Right.
I replied to it 2 hours later type shit.
Right.
And so, but phone, that verbal communication, yeah, that's when you get that real shit off.
It's even better in person. You know.
I love in person. Bro. I love talking in person, bro.
That's the max. That's the max.
Yeah, that's why I like linking up with people. That's why I like kickbacks. I like kickbacks so you can get your shit out. Like
Right.
It's fun. Like you just it's a
vibe,
we gotta do a kickback soon though, but it's just a
to.
vibe. It's I can't explain what the vibe is, but
it's actual interaction.
It's real communication.
Yeah, bro.
That's why people like kickbacks. So we so used to just being on our phones and digitally and just texting each other and just not having that physical contact with people.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you all in a room and y'all all just vibing, everybody on there just like good energy and shit and just having a good ass time.
It's unmatched, bro.
Yeah, that shit unmatched. Then we gotta do a kickback soon.
Got to.
It's just unmatched. Like everybody in the room that you fuck with, your people linking up. And that shit fun, bro.
Exactly.
That shit fun.
Nah, for real.
So.
But back to the books though, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that like books is some bullshit. Like it's definitely important to read because like I say, a lot of you're gonna get information in books that you might not get somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a way of receiving this information unless you read some shit. So I'm not saying that books are totally unnecessary, but I just feel like them hoes overrated. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not the only way.
It's only overrated now though because we have different formats, platforms to gain information. That's why. Like 21st century, you could say it's overrated now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, we couldn't say it's overrated because
that was the
only source for information. Yeah. So that's why even like in school now, I wonder. Dang, I wonder how do they even do it in school now as far as like kids reading books and shit. Like I guarantee if my teacher would have put on like some informational like movie or audio shit or whatever, a podcast, I would have gained the information way more than just she telling us to read this chapter because I'm not reading that shit.
Yeah, I think shit.
I'm going to find the cliff notes.
Yeah, I think we used to love when that TV came in the classroom.
Bro, and I used to remember it.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to remember everything that was going on.
Oh shit, if we was reading the books, they had them tape recordings playing, reading that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, they did used to do the tape recorder. They was trying. See, yeah, they had the tape recorders reading it, but that shit would be so boring sometimes.
They sleep. They talking. I swear they easily. They
I go to sleep on that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't finna read along. Some people, shit, I wouldn't read along with that bitch the whole time. It ain't nothing for me to get lost. Where we at,
bro? And I can imagine niggas got phone. We got phones and shit, bro. Niggas not paying attention. And
yeah, see, that's my problem. Y'all don't listen to me, man. I got ADHD, so don't even pay me no mind.
Yeah, this nigga do. This nigga really do. Shit, I do too. Though. That's why I can't. That's why I can't go to sleep.
Shit.
That's literally why I can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't go to sleep. Like when I said you hit me up, I was finna come get you, slide through.
Yeah.
Like. I couldn't go to sleep. I was tired as fuck, and I finally got in the bed. And I was like, "Damn, I finally get to lay down."
Yeah.
And my mind was just rambling. I'm like thinking about the podcast. I'm like, "Oh damn, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Damn this. What time should I?"
Boy, my mind just heavy load, nigga.
Bro, that's why I stay up all night. Like I don't know if I could be diagnosed with something, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I don't be going to sleep. Sometimes I've stayed awake the whole time because I was scared. Like I wasn't gonna wake up.
You got insomnia.
What's that?
Like when you can't sleep.
Nah, I'm just distracted.
Or you'll stay up for a long period of time.
I will do that.
You say because you scared you're not gonna wake up.
Yeah, it's been times where I just stay up all night, and I'll be like, I'm not going to sleep.
You would have told me that, but why you feel that way? Why you think you want to wake up?
I just be scared. It's like I get paranoid out of nowhere.
Think you're gonna drift off into Neverland?
Yeah, it's been times to where I get scared and I just be like, nigga, I'm up. Fuck it. What's up? Nigga, if you take me out, nigga, you gonna have to take me out while I'm awake, nigga, because you're not getting me in my motherfucking
nigga
sleep.
Paranoid like.
Because I'm gonna be mad as fuck. A nigga wake up dead.
You okay? Damn, nigga.
Bro, now I'm good. Like now I'm chilling. Probably, you know what it is? My spirit was bad. My soul was bad.
You on some paranoia type shit.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. Yeah. But probably because I feel better as a human being now, just better as a person. My soul feel good. I'm happy and shit. Yeah. Like now I can just sleep peacefully. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I can sleep good. Like I'm not worried. Like it's probably worry. That's what it is. Like when you worry, I think a lot of people, most people who worried a lot, they don't get no sleep type shit. You're not getting no fucking sleep when you're worried.
Definitely.
You're not getting sleep at all. Shit, you goddamn scared. Like I said, I'm worried I ain't gonna wake up. You say your mind what?
Scrambled. It's like you're supposed to be in a relaxed state. You can't be relaxed if you're worried.
That's
I mean,
exactly
I guess
what
you
it is.
can, but I bet you gonna have some. You gonna go to. You gonna dream about whatever on your mind,
That's true.
and you gonna fall into that state.
That's true.
Yeah,
I can't fucking remember my dreams half of the time though.
you can't.
Somebody, I forgot who that was, some artist or somebody, but that was like, "We have a dream, write that shit down" or something.
Probably Money Man. Oh, country
Money Man?
says.
Money Man?
Yeah. Oh, you ain't been hip to Money Man lately? That nigga his shit.
What the fuck Money Man talking about? Hold
That
on.
nigga his shit. That nigga talking about.
Hold on, let me go to Money Man Instagram, bro.
Your boy vegan, bro. That nigga growing his
He
own.
need to, cause that nigga be built weird sometimes.
Boy growing his own vegetables.
Yeah, they growing their own vegetables.
Nigga eating
alright.
organic, you know what I'm saying? That nigga said in that one interview, he was like, he don't smoke. He said he don't even smoke to get high. That nigga said he smoked to come down.
Jeez.
That nigga said he already like on
That
that type
sound like
level.
that sound like some rich nigga shit.
That nigga say when he be sober, that nigga say he be hearing voices and shit. That nigga say he be seeing spirits and that type shit.
He say he be what?
That nigga say when he sober, he be seeing like spirits or he'll hear like voices on some shit. You know what I'm
When
saying?
he's sober?
Yeah. And he say smoking bring him down.
Do that nigga pop pills?
I don't know. I doubt it.
I don't think he do though. Cause that nigga need to be diagnosed with something. Shit.
Shit. What's this last project called? Wasn't that how called Paranoia?
You talking about Money Man?
Yeah.
My BM, she tripping. She think I'm
There's only one
trap
money.
hard selling. That him, that Money Man.
There's only one Money Man, bro. Besides my uncle. Shout out to my uncle, bro.
Nah, for real.
Money Man Banks, man.
That's hard. Ooh, that nigga had a hard ass rap name. Money
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Money Man Banks.
Yeah.
That's hard in a bitch.
That was before Money Man came out.
Sheesh. He's a trademark. That motherfucker.
Stole my uncle name, bro.
God damn. God damn it.
Goddamn Money
Put the
Man.
energy out. But it's probably a whole
Shit.
bunch of Money Mans though.
Yeah,
A
probably.
bunch of niggas called Money. Hey, Money Man.
Right.
You know that's like a name everybody probably had. But he had Banks at the end, so that's hard though.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Facts.
That's that. It was that Dumb on Tundra or something.
I mean, that nigga last name really Banks.
But he's really that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Shit. I mean,
That's
that's what he
hard.
was like at first. Like his name was just like, for the longest, he was like calling himself Money Banks. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going by. Then he started calling himself Money Man Banks. You know what I'm saying? Around like 2012 or so. Around like 2012 or so.
That's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah.
But that's weird as fuck. This nigga talking about he see spirits and hear stuff while he awake, but then he take
He said he smoked. He said that bring him down. That calm him down, I guess. You
that
know what
nigga
I'm
must
saying?
got some trauma and shit he dealing with.
I feel like that nigga got a song called Trump.
He do. I think he do.
I feel like it's on that damn
I
project.
think he do. That shit hard. I think he do.
Yeah, he do. I think. Yeah, bro.
Are artists like the most fucked up human beings, like
Yes.
mentally?
Yes.
I'm saying that I already know the answer.
Yes.
I'm just wondering.
Shit.
Is that why?
You gotta have a lot. You gotta have a lot going on for you to just even be creative. For you to, cause you gotta think it's so much shit going on in your head. You had to find a way of expression. So it's like shit. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think about the most like creative people.
Kanye.
I don't know how Kanye life was though. Like, mentally fucked up. Yeah, you're right.
What you saying? Like, did they have like a certain way of like?
I'm talking about conditions of lifestyle they lived before they got popping, and mentally also though. Yeah, because even like comedians and shit, them like them niggas be mentally fucked up. Like them niggas be depressed as fuck. I heard comedians.
Yeah. But shit, it be
Even
people,
artists too though.
It be people who, you know what I'm saying, had a predominantly good life, so to speak.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, who be, you know what I'm saying, creatives. They just had those, you know what I'm saying, they just had those juices.
What's a good life like?
I mean, I guess you ain't had no worries. Like, you was financially stable, you know what I'm saying. You had a stable household, I guess.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying.
How would you? Okay, let's get on the point of like, because I always wonder, how would you
had
like?
friends and shit. You was,
Yeah. So, I always wonder that like because I'm gonna be successful as fuck if you ask me, like on some cocky shit, I guess. But
Uh-huh.
we were successful already, but just in the future, whatever, and I'm gonna have kids. But like, how will like I instill that type of like humbleness in them and like
What type of humbleness?
prepared,
like
like
humble.
so they could like you know how we
Understand.
are right now,
Yeah.
like how we have that like,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the reason why we have it because we just didn't have everything, you know what I mean? we just wasn't given every motherfucking thing, or maybe we were just put in certain situations to where, like you said, I don't know.
Part of me feel like man, going back to you choosing your parents and coming through the state of being that you in. If your children come through in a stable household, if you in a certain position, maybe they supposed to experience that. They ain't supposed to experience no hard times. They was meant to experience that. They earned that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So Blue Ivy and
twins, she ain't got to experience no humble beginnings and hard times and shit. And if so, then that's just a part of her spirit. And you know, she probably just got that instilled in her. I feel like J and B, they pretty good people. You know what I'm saying? Sure, morally, you know what I'm saying. So it's like sure. she that's just gonna be a part of her. So it's like it's probably already gonna beat her. You know what I'm saying? So
you sticking to that goddamn kids choosing their parents shit,
bro. You were born in particular situations in particular areas due to your state of being, bro. Whenever you come through, bro. Look, this how I go. Right? I'm finna break this shit down to y'all. Hold on.
Niggas is okay. We talking about. Oh my god, I'm so mad. We getting off into this shit. I'm so mad. So we talking about kids choosing their parents.
I'm gonna ask you this: how do we get here?
I don't my daddy busted a nut in my mama.
Exactly, and where'd that nut come from?
His dick.
Exactly. So
his balls.
So
actually,
you take as a spirit. You take the form. You take the body of a sperm cell, right? This is the body that you take form of. You know what I'm saying? To you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you mix with the what they call semen, the seminal fluids to, you know what I'm saying, swim into the vagina, right? Mm-hmm. But you take the body of this sperm cell. We know the sperm cell, this is like a tadpole looking, you know what I'm saying, type of cell. Like it has a head and a tail. So it's like
be wiggling
we snake like beings, we serpent like beings, right? Sheesh, we like lines and shit. It's true. I'm just saying.
I hate snakes.
But check this out. Okay, so we can agree that we start from that point. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say we start from that point because it goes earlier than that. But this is the first body that we take on, right? We take on the body of a sperm cell. Now, go back, let's retract to your father while, you know what I'm saying, he's in your mother, you know. What led to that point, you know what I'm saying, you taking that, what even allowed, you know what I'm saying, that interaction, what even allowed that, what's the word I'm looking for, man?
Connection?
Nah, that
Twine?
What even allowed, I guess, okay, situation, that's the best word I can think of at the point. I wish I could think of a better word, but what even allowed that situation to occur? Yeah, what even allowed that to occur? You know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, you to take on that body.
Yeah.
It's during ejaculation, right? And during ejaculation, we know that this is a sensational type of, you know what I'm saying, feeling that's going through at your body. It's mental and emotional, right? I mean, well, it's mental and physical and emotional. It's all that shit. It's mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional.
Yeah,
it's literally all that shit. Because when you're having an orgasm, this is like similar to like having like a damn near out of body experience. A lot of people probably do that shit when they orgasm, bro. This is like literally
when I'm high and I bust nigga, oh my motherfucking God.
Exactly. This is literally like the most.
I'll be like, it's a God for real.
You know what I'm saying? One of the most spiritual experiences we can have here, bro, because all of your cells, all of your neurons, all that shit is just like, you know what I'm saying, flying off the charts, bro. It's like just real active. All the neurons in your body, bro. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it.
So check this out. We know that this is a state where, you know what I'm saying, it's like real sensitive, right? It's real sensitive. So think about, okay, and I'm gonna credit this to Dolo the Pilot, man, because I didn't come up with this. Mm-hmm. I got this from him, but I can see it though. Okay. Like it makes sense to me.
Give me the game on it.
Huh?
Give me the game on it, then.
So check this out. We start as a thought form. We start as a thought form in our father's head, because you got to think. Well, like I say, we start from that sperm cell, right? But you got to think. He takes on the thought form that even led to him having this orgasm,
but
or
niggas
even
ain't thinking. Niggas just be out here fucking.
Man, no, you're having thoughts while you're having sex, bruh.
Yeah,
you're definitely having thoughts running through your head. And as you have these thoughts,
bad, or whatever.
Exactly, and these thoughts are transforming into states of being. It's transforming. It's bringing on emotion, because you're feeling a certain way about a thought. See, a thought is the first body. That's the first form. You know what I'm saying? Then you have emotions and feelings. After that, you come up with a feeling about that thought. Mm-hmm. So this is the first form that we take on. We take on that thought form, or what your father is thinking about at the time he busting in your mama, right? and this is usually, this can be proven. I'm telling you, bro, this can be proven because usually people come out like with the same, I guess you would say, characteristics, or you would come out like in the state of being that, you know what I'm saying, your parents was in at that time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever time, at the time of your conception, at the time you were conceived. So you start off as a thought form in your father's head, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever he was thinking about, whatever state of being he was in, your spirit resonated with this state of being, and it found this as a gateway. So you came through as a thought, bruh. And then, you know what I'm saying, you move, like I say, you take on this body, you take on the body of the sperm cell, and then, you know, as that sperm cell, once you take on that thought form in his head, it's like, okay, I resonate with this state of being, I resonate with what he feeling, I resonate with this interaction that's going on between these two individuals.
Yeah.
So you take on that thought form, and you take on that the body of the sperm cell. Now, as a sperm cell, you know, there's thousands of others in there. You know what I'm saying? That y'all on the race, because now y'all swimming towards the egg. You
Trying
know what
to
I'm
win
saying?
that motherfucking race.
You take on the, you know what I'm saying, the seminal fluid. You know what I'm saying? This give you your go. You know what I'm saying? So you got energy now. You know what I'm saying? So now you racing. It's like you racing towards that egg, which is that portal. And this is like the first. This is really like the first portal that you're coming in, because you're coming out the dick, right? You're coming out the penis, and then you swim into the vagina. So now you go into another gateway. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to find that egg. It's like trying to find the egg. It's like trying to reach the end, trying to find the portal. You know what I'm saying? Where birth is to come in. But really, I'm getting ahead of myself, because really the point I was trying to make is this is how you choose your parents, bro. Because you resonate with that state of being, whatever state of being they was in at the time of your conception, as a spirit. That's your first cycle. Because then after you do that, once you find the egg, you know what I'm saying, and whoever win and take on that body, they merge, right? The sperm cell swims into the egg, and it starts to form a new type of cell. Once you know, in mitosis and cellular division, all that starts coming in until it forms the embryo. So now you formed another being. It's like when two stars come together, and they create some type of nuclear fission and shit, and they form like another star. Or like take a water molecule. You ever seen like when water molecules come together and they form like they'll have two, not molecules, but like bubbles, and they'll come together and they'll form one bubble. Yeah. It's like that. Now you taking on a new body, so now you chilling there for 9 months. So now you've taken on another body, and that's what you
crazy.
And that's what you now this is, you know what I'm saying, now this is when you start to get in touch with the mother, you know what I'm saying, in her body. You in her body for 9 months, you know what I'm saying. You
that's
start
why they
to
say make sure the mother's in peace while doing her pregnancy and all that shit.
Exactly, because this is your home now. This is where you chilling. This is what you resonate with. And you knew that when your daddy was, you know what I'm saying, in her, because like like I said, you resonated with that energy. You knew who that woman was. You knew who this man was. You resonated with that energy, and you chose to, you know what I'm saying, take that form.
So basically, our parents should be thanking us for choosing them.
I mean, I don't know. You can, but shit, it depends on how they feel about it, because
you know how like they'd be like, I brought you here
because I knew it.
I brought you here and all this shit, like,
because I knew what they was doing.
You decided to be here, I guess, from what you saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a decision that both of us made, because they made that possible. Right. They made that possible for that to happen. But it's just we took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? During that time, it was like I say, it's a gateway. That's exactly what it is. It's being born into a new realm. This is the process that it takes to, you know what I'm saying, do that. It happens through sex.
So with those different like sperm cells and all that shit that's flying, tadpole motherfuckers that's flying through that shit, that's crazy now I think about it, because all it took was for a different cell to connect with the egg, basically, and it would have been a completely different person.
Yeah.
Wonder who the fuck did I beat out? I beat out some fuck niggas.
A nigga
so really, I'm that nigga. I'm the strongest nigga.
A nigga that probably looked just like you.
That nigga probably would have been.
Or would have looked just like you.
Nigga probably
because he was probably, if y'all was that close, then y'all probably got a lot in common type shit. Y'all was probably real close and like,
it
you know what I'm saying,
nature. Certain shit off.
Yeah. You was stronger than that nigga. You was faster than that nigga.
Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. You dead. Fuck nigga.
Or might have been a female. Who knows?
Probably would have fit. Damn. I would have been a girl.
I mean, but really, it really has no sex. It has no gender at that time. You know what I'm saying? That starts to take form later.
That's what's weird though. How does it?
But I guess it does have some type of.
Yeah, it has to though.
Yeah.
Because how does it even decide to go form into that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. You're right. Because it starts taking form of that.
That's why that
energy that is you know what I'm saying, on the side of which polarity that is, I guess, male or female.
Is that why certain niggas act like bitches?
Yeah, because shit, a lot of niggas don't be all the way on one side. Shit, you might be somewhere in between.
Yeah.
It's like that.
So that's why y'all girls looking at y'all dudes and shit and be like,
Same
bro,
for
he a bitch,
females.
nigga. He's a bitch.
Yeah.
He is. No,
And a lot of niggas, bro,
scientifically
you gotta
he is.
understand, like, a lot of us probably was different sexes in past lives. Like, shit, it be, you know what I'm saying? It can be niggas who was probably females in past lives, probably women who was niggas in past
So
lives.
is that
That's
an
why you come
argument?
down here having that's why they come down here being transgender and shit.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
You know
So
what I'm
is it an
saying?
argument
not,
to say,
not resonating with that body they took.
wow. So is that an argument to say why
Yeah.
people be like, I have this body, but I don't feel like I was supposed to
Yeah.
have this body? Because
Yeah.
maybe there's a good argument
They
for
really
them.
be- they
Maybe
really
in
be
another
feeling-
life you
Yeah.
actually was
Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah.
But in this life, you Sam.
Yeah.
And you like, no, nigga, I was Sally, nigga. I know. I have a feeling.
Yeah. Straight up.
Okay, that's
Real
cool.
nigga shit.
To each his own. I don't know if I agree or not, but to each his
I really
own.
be feeling
That's
like
a good.
that.
That's a cool argument to have.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You take that body, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you inside your mother, now you developing for 9 months, you know what I'm saying? 9 is the complete cycle, like I say. Well, really, you know what I'm saying? 3, like I said, 3 is the complete cycle, but you know, 9 is like 3 threes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? 3 thrice, this is like 3 thrice over, you know what I'm
You
saying?
did
So now this
clickbait,
is,
bro.
I'm just saying, this is
You
what,
did
this is real
clickbait.
shit. This is real shit though.
You didn't break it down to me like that though. If you would have broke this shit down to me, if you would have broke, you know what the fuck you was
to
doing.
be continued.
Exactly, because it's still to be continued because it ain't done with. You
Hey,
a
man.
fuck nigga because
Continue. Hey,
if
man.
you would have broke this shit down, because you just said you choose your parents.
I said, nah, I told you, but based off the state of being that you're in.
The way you broke it down,
I just didn't get a
the
chance
way
to.
you broke it down like that, I agree. If we breaking it down like that,
Yeah.
I agree with certain. Because the way I'm thinking, because yeah, we forget that we wasn't here at a certain
Yeah,
point. We wasn't
exactly.
really here. Well, maybe we was, but then we came back and got reborn in a certain type of
Right,
way. But
right.
we wasn't here. So I literally started off as a nut.
Right.
A nigga literally started off as a nut.
Or a thought form.
Thought form.
It took the body of, you know what I'm
of a
saying, the
nut.
sperm cell. Yeah.
So I'm gonna think that my son is gonna be. I don't want to have sons.
It depends on your state of being at that time.
if you think your
So
daughter's gonna
you
be a
gotta
thought-
understand. Whatever, yeah, you gotta understand. Your child is gonna
Thoughts
come
become
through.
things.
Your child is gonna become. Your child is gonna be whatever. It's because you gotta think when you having sex. The time you conceive this child is gonna resonate with the state of being that you're in at the time you're conceiving it. So y'all gotta keep that in mind, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying.
That's why they say watch who. That's why they say watch what energy you trade off with people.
Yeah,
That's
too.
why. That's why I be like. That's why certain girls. You know how girls.
Like
be,
if you know you in the like if you in, I feel like if you in a negative state of being,
Yes.
that's not gonna be the best time
and
for you to be conceiving
some
children.
people have sex with people, bro, and they be like, bro, I don't know why the fuck I feel down right now. Like I feel. You can't. That's energy literally been
You
traded
gotta
off.
think.
And you imagine
Yeah,
you
exactly.
going into some girl, you fucking a girl, or a girl letting another dude come in her, or whatever,
Yeah.
and they having sex. And you wondering like why you feel down, why you feel like you got this
Yeah,
shadow
bro.
over you.
That shit
That's you
lingering.
traded energy
That
with
shit
them.
lingering, bro. Straight up.
That shit is. That's we all.
Y'all gotta
we
stop
human
playing
beings.
with sex like that, bro. That shit powerful, bro. That's literally like the most powerful shit that we can do
Yeah,
down
we
here.
trying to fuck these hoes though. What's up, D-Rock, bro?
Man.
I'm talking like the other dude. We trying to fuck these hoes, bro.
Man,
we just trying to fuck
shit.
these hoes and do. What's up, bro?
Man, you better find something
Tell
that
'em.
you resonate with.
That's so
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's
that you,
so true.
That you can vibe with, and y'all kind of on that same wavelength, and it ain't gonna be no negative type
That's
of
a
transactions
motherfucking
going
fact.
on. It's gonna be out, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come out of a place of love and positivity.
That's a
and,
fact.
You know what I'm saying? In good what I'm trying to say, in good trying to bring something positive into the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's something that you're trying to manifest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That-
Or a child. Because like I say, sexual energy, that's creative energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people come out of sex feeling good. They come out of sex feeling like, okay, I can conquer the world now. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that type of drive. It gives you that type of creativity. You
I
know
remember
what
one
I'm
time,
saying?
nigga, I had some good ass sex before I went to class one time. Nigga, I walked on campus.
Shit.
I dare niggas. I looked down on you peons, nigga. I was looking down on niggas like,
Yeah.
boy, y'all niggas, what? Watch,
Yeah.
excuse me, man. Watch out,
Watch
Shotty.
out, little bro.
Watch out,
Yeah.
watch out, little bro. Shotty, watch out. Hey, how you doing? Watch out. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
straight
Excuse
up.
me. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that energy real.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, and if it's some shit, you know what I'm saying, you come out of it with it wasn't no good sex, or if it was with somebody that you probably wasn't feeling like that, or this person was probably in a negative state of being, you gonna be feeling drained. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
people
gonna
be
be
trying to
feeling
force
down.
relationships. That's why you can't be forcing relationships and
Yeah.
forcing the connection. That shit never works. Like
Yeah.
people always be talking about relationships. They want to find somebody That shit never work when you trying to force that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, you gotta let
It
that shit
never-
happen, bro.
you have to
Because you
just
gotta
let it
think, you just gotta
naturally
be yourself, bro. You just
Yes.
gotta be yourself, and that person that's on that same wavelength, they gonna eventually find their way into your life.
It really-
That's just the law of attraction, bro.
People don't. I say it all the time, and I think because people are looking like a situation like that I'm in, or like my relationship, whatever. But I'm like in a way, bro. A nigga
Water got in my trachea, my bad, y'all.
right. nigga almost died. But in a way, like you said, like when I think about like how I met my girl, whatever, and all this shit, whatever,
Yeah.
like that shit just happened, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was no forcing that shit. No,
Yeah.
nigga wasn't sitting down. To be honest, a nigga never was like, "Hey, you want to be my girlfriend?" No, it just happened.
That shit happened, nigga.
Like it was never like that. It wasn't no forcing nothing. That shit just natural. And that's how it really should be.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to force nobody like how people force somebody to marry them or force somebody to be in a relationship. That'll never fucking work. And people think it'll work just because they still together for a long time or forever. Yeah, well, y'all niggas will forever be miserable.
Yeah, bro.
And you'll die, and you never had that real type of connection to somebody, but you just happy just because to other people it looks like you happy.
Yeah,
Type
bro.
of that's not happiness, bro. You a fraud. It's a fraud, and we don't want to be frauds.
Yeah,
Can't do
bro. Yeah, bro. For real, for real.
That disgusts me though. I can't. I can't.
It ain't that.
That's not it, bro.
It's
You-
not.
You can't force it. You cannot force it. Like how people try to force it. Have you ever seen somebody try to force a friendship with you, bro? I've felt people try to force a friendship, and I'm like, this is.
I guess
we're not
I think
connected.
I think so, but it ain't never prosper because you know me, nigga. That shit's not gonna go. So
Or kind of like somebody trying to force a conversation.
so shit, I guess.
Kind of like if somebody's trying to force a conversation.
Yeah.
And you be like, bro, we're not
Yeah.
connecting, bro. You don't have to.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
how when people be networking,
Yeah.
that's what I realized with networking.
Yeah.
I realized to just let the shit just come naturally, but your energy will literally attract what you want to attract.
Uh-huh.
And like I met this person today, and I wasn't even trying to connect with them at all, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying it out. I was just literally sitting back, tired as hell, like talking slow,
Yeah.
really going through the motion. And then they just asked me what I was doing and all this shit, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and doing that. And I was in school. I want to go do this in the future and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then like later on, they just came by. And we had a deep ass connection. Like everybody else was in the room, and we just had a deep ass connection. He just kept fucking talking to me, like, you know what I mean, just kind of give me hints and shit. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to like force it and be like, hey, could I stay in contact? But I hate doing that shit. You know what I mean? Because it come off unauthentic. It doesn't come off authentic sometimes. But naturally, the dude just came by. It was an older guy. Dude just came by and just dropped off his business card to me. Like he just tapped me on the shoulder. Just like he was like, "Hey, here you go." But that was because I just naturally just had that energy that just attracted. You know what I mean? Just attracted the energy that I wanted to attract. Like somebody who's just being genuine. Somebody who, just because I'm not an opportunist at all. But like I'll search for opportunities, but not an opportunist. Like every time when I'm having a conversation with somebody, I'm not trying to get nothing out of them, bro. Like when I ask people what they're doing, I really genuinely care about what they're actually doing.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to find a way
On
to.
some dry shit.
Yeah, I hate when people do that short conversation
Yeah.
just to see if they can get something out of you. And when they find out y'all don't have no connections, like, oh, okay, all right, nice talking to you, they gone. Like that shit fake as fuck, bro. And people who do that, you'll never really attract the energy that you're looking to attract.
Yeah.
It's not humanly possible.
I guess it don't hurt to try.
You say what?
I guess it don't hurt to try.
No, it don't hurt to try, and sometimes it does work for people.
Yeah.
But I think, for the most part, if you just you attract the energy that you want for the most part. Like I said, your thoughts become things.
Right.
So that's the main thing behind it.
Right. There you go. You're gonna have no failures and successes.
Yeah, and they work for some people. To each his own though.
To each his own, man.
To each his own, bro. But
What we going on,
where the
bro?
fuck we at?
Let's see.
Damn, that shit made sense how you broke down that fucking kid shit, bro.
Uh-huh.
How people
you thought I
choosing
was
their
on some.
parents.
Yeah, you thought I was on some.
Cause you know how you framed it, bro.
Come on now.
You did it like on some clickbait shit, like how they be doing on blogs and shit on social media.
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to mislead y'all.
This nigga had me thinking, I'm like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't do
I
that.
was mad as fuck. I was like thinking about that shit for like 2 days straight. I'm like, this nigga really think we choosing our parents. Like we just be like, okay, yeah, you our parent. But the way you broke it down, we do.
Like
do
the
choose our
law of
parents.
attraction, bro.
You're right.
That's how this shit go.
And that's why. Is that why people who are fucked up human beings have fucked up kids?
Yes, that's what I told you. Like it's like I say, if you in a negative state of being, that's not gonna be no ideal time to be conceiving no children. Unless you want that child to keep reminding you of that time of your life. That's why when you have people
Because we're a
who
reflection of our parents anyway.
exactly, that's why you have people regretting their childs and shit and be like, oh, you fucked up my life. You probably 9 times out of 10 they had that child at a down time in their life. They probably don't like the parent of that child. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta be honest. That's how my aunt. She oh my god. Yeah, she's kind of like that. She had that type of relationship with her daughter. From what I see now,
Yeah.
I never knew, but as we got older, we low key see it. They fucking hate each other, bro. They fucking hate each other,
Yeah, bro.
and it's like sad to see that relationship between like a mother and daughter, like that
Nah,
they
for
hate
real.
each other like that. Like, and it's still love. No, it's still love there in some type of ways, but for the most part, the daughter like hate the mother, and like vice versa. Like the mother was like mean as fuck to the daughter, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you now, looking at like back at how the mother is who had the kid,
Yeah.
I see why the kid came out like that.
Right.
It makes so much sense. You know
Right.
how people be like, I don't know why the fuck that boy act like that. I don't know why the fuck my son doing all this, doing that. Go look at yourself, bro. You're not being real with yourself, probably. And sometimes sometimes our kids do. I say our kids. I ain't got no goddamn kids. Knock on wood.
We're talking about us as
Knock
people.
on wood.
Us as people.
Us as people. But we look at our kids, but for the most part, yeah, your kids low key become like who you actually were. For the most part, unless the world just take over them type shit.
Unless you break the cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Break a cycle, and people
That's what
do
you.
that.
That's what you do. You might come here through those influences because you know what I'm saying. You resonate with that energy, and you resonate with that state of being. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying. Once you come through that portal, it's like you find your own way. You start to you know what I'm saying develop your own. You know what I'm saying your own space, your own personality, and you know what I'm saying things of this nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When did you first start? We finna wrap this bitch up. But when did you first start, like coming into who you really were? Like actually, cause you still going through that
I don't
point
know.
right now, maybe. But like
I
knowing
don't
who
know.
you actually really are.
Let me tell it. Hell, I've been like that, like since birth. I've been this. If anything, I started to lose myself, and I had to come back to myself. You know?
How'd you lose yourself? Like who were you then?
Shit,
I
I feel like throughout my teenage years, I feel like I could say I started to lose myself. I started to feel like I ain't had no place in the world. Which I ain't gonna lie, I kind of still feel like that to a certain extent, as far as like me being like an outlier. You know what I'm saying? Me feeling like I'm just, you know what I'm saying, naturally just, you know what I'm saying, kind of like just a alienated type person.
Probably because you're not a follower though. That's the thing about it. People low key label themselves as outliers because they not followed. They
It's
not
that,
sheep.
and I'm just really different. You know?
We are different, but people
Yeah,
don't
you're
express
right.
it though.
Right.
Most
but,
of us don't have shit. Most
Yeah.
niggas is different as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, look at how you and Ty, the shit y'all be talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm literally looking at y'all niggas like, these fucking nerds. Talking about anime. Like, these niggas is fucking nerds. And have
Yeah.
no idea. But literally, people looking at the conversations we have, and they literally would not think this the type of shit we would talk about.
Yeah.
So basically, we fucking weirdos to some people. They
Exactly.
like, what
See,
the
that's the
fuck?
thing. It's like I was saying in that first episode, there's so many damn elements to my character.
Yeah.
It's like I just got a lot going on, bro. It's like I just come from just so many different type of
Yeah.
spaces, bro. So it's like it's just how they combine is just into just me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I guess it's just real. I don't know the word for it. It's I don't know. I'm gonna hit y'all with a word. I'm gonna go look up a word and come back with it next
Smack that
episode.
bitch on it.
But yeah, bro, it's like I feel like I start, like I say, alone. It came to a point, maybe in like my teenage years, I feel like I started to lose myself because it was a combination of me not feeling like I just really belong. Because, like I say, I just feel like I was just real different. So it was just weird for me, bro. And I feel like I didn't just fit in with the general public, I guess. And it was
That's
also
because you didn't force yourself to fit in, though.
Nah, see, that's where I'm going. See, it was that, and it was a combination of that, and I started to feel like, okay, I kind of want to fit in. So it's like, what do I do to get to that point? Like, how do I do this shit? It's kind of like, how do I? See, it was weird for me. It's like, how do I do this human shit? Like, I don't know how to do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how do I make myself?
How do you be a follower? Basically?
How do I get people to like me? I think. How do I get people to like? I don't know, bro. It's
We
like,
all go through that though.
yeah.
Nigga, I used to have a prayer. I used to pray, bro. I used to be a buck tooth ass kid with big ass buck teeth.
Me too,
right?
nigga.
Well, I thought I was big ass buck teeth. I literally, when I was a kid, I was young, bro, probably like elementary and shit.
Yeah.
And I used to like pray. I used to be like, God, please, I don't want to look like this. I want to look like this type. I want to look like not no buck teeth. I want people to like me all the time. And it was weird though, cause now when I go back and think about it, people did like me, bro.
Yeah.
Like hella people like me, bro, but I didn't know.
See, that'd be a thing too.
I
We'll
didn't
pay
know.
attention to so much of the negativity
That's
we
what I'm
receive.
saying.
It's like we completely
I
like
literally
overlook.
had-
You know
yes,
what I'm
bro.
saying? The
I
love
literally-
that we'll get.
Yeah. I literally had a big ass prayer like that, bro. I used to always do that shit. And I remember I like transferred middle schools or some shit. I was lit though. I was fucking lit. God answered my prayers, bro.
Shit.
I was fucking lit.
Hey, turn
But now going back and look at it now, like, but it's always been that, like, even going through college, like,
Yeah.
that was a weird transition for me going to college though, because it was just like, college was weird as fuck though, because like the people who was like so-called like popping or something, like these niggas lame as fuck. But like it was so not real. I'm like, I know real motherfuckers. I know
I
like
swear.
I know cool, like I know dope shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn,
You
this
niggas
what
is
we.
not it.
I'm like, damn, this what we think is
My
dope.
opinion,
Like even
anyway.
like the girls and shit, I'm like, damn, this is the type of girls y'all think dope. This is the type of niggas y'all think dope.
To each his
I'm like,
own.
oh, if this is what to each his own. But like, I'm like, this is what y'all think is dope.
Yeah.
I'd rather be on the outside of this shit because this
Straight
ain't
up.
popping. Like,
Facts,
this shit
nigga.
ain't lit at all. And so
Big facts.
but that's like the trend. We go through that like in high school, middle school, people in elementary, like college, and then people do it in their adult life. They do it like it's adults going through that shit right now. Like, damn, how the fuck can I get more people to fuck with me? How can I get more friends? Like, fuck that shit. Like, you gotta find your people who rock with you, nigga,
Right.
and that's who you rock with to the death. Goddamn.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was so weird for me in middle school, bro. Because I guess middle school, in elementary school, I'm gonna break this shit down to y'all. I'm gonna try to break down my life into spectacles like this. Hold on. It's like elementary school. Okay, I'm like what I am now. I'm kind of like coming back into like how I was as a kid, who I naturally am, what I came here as. You know what I'm saying? Just more in a more evolved state. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little more smarter, a little more wiser. These type of things. You know what I'm saying? A little more experience. This type of shit.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm like I say. So I was the nerd nigga. I was in the arts. I was in the science. I was in the anime. I was in space. I was into music. You know what I'm saying? This type
That's
of
crazy.
shit. You know what I'm saying? All this type of shit. I wanted to be a ninja. That was the first thing I ever wanted to be when I was little. Like, nigga, that's what I wanted to be. I told my granddaddy.
Nigga want to be a ninja.
I told my granddaddy that shit. He was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Then I ain't no changing my mind. I wanted to be a scientist after that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was in the science and shit. I was in the, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. I was in the Dexter's laboratory, nigga. I made my room. I tried to make my room look like that nigga lab, cause I put duct tape on my walls and shit, trying to get the lines and shit, trying to get that shit to look like a lab.
Nerd.
Straight up, bro. That was
fucking nerd.
That was me, bro. I had the Dragon Ball Z posters on my walls.
I never could get into Dragon Ball Z, bro. My little cousins love Dragon Ball. Everybody fucking Dragon Ball Z. Never could get into it.
You know what I'm saying? I was into sports. You know what I'm saying? I always basketball for sure. You know what I'm saying? I was outside. I was in the nature. You know what I'm saying? I was in all that shit. I was in let me see, hell, video games. Heavy on video games. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I was that nigga. Like, that's what I was throughout elementary school. And like, I guess when you're young, you don't just really too much care about a lot of that shit, because you just being yourself. You just free. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? Girls ain't really like that shit. Girls ain't think that shit was cool, but I ain't give a fuck. Like,
Love
you know
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
now. That's because they was stupid. They didn't know what they fucking like. They stupid. They just
Type
go with
shit.
what they think is the popular shit.
I
Like,
mean, that's because they ain't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? They weren't into that shit. So
yo,
it's like,
you kid, they don't even get it. Shit, some girls still don't. They still want
for
nigga
sure.
who trapping.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was into. They was into the bad boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what girls was into in elementary school, so type shit. So it's
Yeah.
like, I feel like I started to like
Bad
kind of fall
boys,
into
broke as
that.
hell.
I feel like I started to kind of fall into that. Like, I wanted to be that. You know what I'm saying? That was I guess that's just the environment that I was in. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I guess you kind of just start gravitating to that shit naturally. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. Like, I started to. I am a product of my environment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, I am an individual. I am my own person, but I still am a product of my environment. Like, I can really say like, yo, my hood made me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still hold true to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I still have those elements. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from. Like, I'm true to my soul. Like, that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? As far as that and my family, like, you know what I'm saying? The household that I grew up in, all this is a part of who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, like I say, yeah, that's what I was elementary school. Like, And once you start get to 5th grade and 6th grade, you know what I'm saying, that be around the time you start getting scolded on. That's when, you know what I'm saying, that's when motherfuckers, that's when, nigga, you in the jungle, you hear me? You in the jungle, nigga. Yeah, it's every man for himself, nigga. I'm talking about motherfuckers don't care when you young, nigga. You going, this motherfuckers going in, nigga. They don't care.
Get in and fit in.
What? You hear me?
Nigga.
And like you say, I was the little nigga. I was buck tooth, nigga. Fat ass gap in my shit, nigga. Crooked ass teeth. You hear me? These top two teeth. Them hoes still big.
They just like Beaver, nigga. Niggas used to call me Mouth.
Hey, them hoes, my shit still big. They ain't crooked no more. They still big though. Shit, yo, my shit was bad, nigga. Yo, motherfuckers used to stay on my gap, nigga. I had a gap. And I was black, nigga. That's what motherfuckers used to get on me about.
Black.
That's I think about. It's like, bro, all of my partners, everybody had something in particular that motherfuckers was getting on. You had some characteristic that was your main, that was the go-to that motherfuckers was getting on your ass about. You know what I'm saying? It was probably your hair. You know what I'm saying? Probably your teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's something, nigga. It was something, bro. But yeah, that's when, you know what I'm saying, that shit started to come about. But it's like, I don't feel like, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I got pretty tough skin because I ain't just never really let none of that shit get to me. It's like I was going along with that shit. I'm getting on your ass
too. I don't care about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is what it is. If anything, it was more so females. I cared about what the females think.
Oh, of course.
Because it's like, yeah, you want to get in with them. It's like, okay, I want y'all to like me type shit. You know? So it's like, damn. If anything, it's like you might want to look a certain way because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, being dark wasn't cool back then. You know what I'm saying? You was black, nigga. Like, nah, nigga. It's like part of me used to want to be lighter than what I am, bro. Like straight up. You know what I'm saying? I used to think, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't no cool shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So it's like that shit used to kind of fuck with me a little bit until I started, you know what I'm saying, getting comfortable with that. You know, it's like, hell, I mean, that's kind of, but it's like I said, at the end of the day, I was still true to myself. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school. I feel like it was middle school when I started to kind of like fall out of that shit because I was in a new environment now. You know what I'm saying? I was going to a new school. I wasn't with my homies no more. You know what I'm saying? Shit was like kind of like strange now. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by new people. So it's like, I feel like, and plus when you going into middle school, it's like, I say, I come from an environment where it's like, yeah, it's rough, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't on no friendly shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going into middle school with that attitude. Like, yeah, it's like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, stand your ground. You gotta pop your chest out because, you know what I'm saying, I'm going into it with the mentality. I'm going into it with the mentality, like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers to try you, you know what I'm saying, especially with you being a new nigga, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit, or maybe upperclassmen, you know what I'm saying, upperclassmen or something, you know what I'm saying, who might try to fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, being that you know what I'm saying, in a lower grade or whatever the case might be. So it's like, I feel like in middle school, I started to kind of like get on some real. It's like that shit really started to kind of develop. You know what I'm saying? 5th, 6th grade, like I say, just me. You know what I'm saying? That being like my environment, but it's like I really like, you know what I'm saying, I carried that shit into, you know what I'm saying, going into middle school. I feel like I really turned up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I carried with me over into that time in my life. Yeah. And I feel like I say, and it was that and me being like, I guess just really like socially awkward. Like I ain't know how to communicate with people. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I feel like that's when I really just started to like kind of fall out of touch with shit. Like not knowing how to, I guess, I don't know. It's weird, bro, because I developed relationships, you know, and this type of shit, but I don't know. That was a weird time in my life, bro. Like 13, 14, going into them teenage years, adolescent years, it's like.
But that's when you learn how to like socialize with people, though. That's when you get your
I feel like
that's how you
definitely
you develop your skills, like how you said, learning how to score on motherfuckers and shit. Like middle school, like elementary, of course, and then middle
school I started chilling though. See, that's another thing too. I like started getting like, that's when I started to kind of file back from me being my true outgoing self that I was, you know what I'm saying, in elementary school, because I felt like that shit wasn't cool. Like you had to like, that's when I kind of started to make myself more laid back and cool, just because it was really more so a shy type of, you know what I'm saying, nature, you know what I'm saying, more so than me being, which I mean, that's that me. I mean, it's that too, because that's a part of me too, because I've been like that all my life, really, bro. It's like I always kind of been like laid back, but I also have, you know what I'm saying, the other side that's just real outgoing. It's just like I say, it's kind of weird in my case, but you know, but yeah, bro, that's. And I feel like even with that kind of carried over into high school. You know what I'm saying? It was just, okay, laid back. You know what I'm saying? You going into another new environment where this shit even more bigger now. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with more people. It's like, okay,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Who am I gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, mess with me at this hoe? You know what I'm saying?
It's Townview, nigga.
It's like you
ain't
in the
that too much.
right, yeah, definitely. So
Sweet
it's like
ass
shit.
Townview.
But still though, you go into that shit in defense mode kind of.
Oh God.
And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was it was a little easier for me in high school because I went into that bitch with like people that I went to middle school with.
I
So
didn't know nobody. I did know a few people.
It was a little more
For
familiar.
the most part, I ain't know nobody though.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
niggas was lucky, bro.
Yeah.
I literally came in at her like
It was a lot
I
of
knew
people.
a few people, but I didn't have no people I just rocked with.
Yeah,
Like I didn't have no true friends. I didn't have no people who I just really rock with at all.
yeah.
So I was in that motherfucker. To be honest, really solo dolo. Just like how I went to college.
Yeah.
Like I went to college solo motherfucking dolo. So that's probably why in college, nigga, I was walking around with a chip on my motherfucking
You
shoulder.
weren't solo.
I was solo, nigga.
Nah.
I had. It was like one person who I knew at my school. One person. That was it. It was nobody else, nigga. It was nobody motherfucking else, nigga. So like, I was super solo dolo, nigga, all the way into probably like my junior year of like college, and then
Yeah.
that's when I started just. I think that's because like that energy, like just those good people. Because I had a lot of bullshit motherfuckers around me. My goddamn sophomore year,
College.
like, huh?
Or college.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of bullshit, like, and just, it was disgusting when I think about it. Like, I can't believe I was hanging around with them motherfuckers, certain motherfuckers. But like, junior year, that's when it got great for me. Like, really the summer of my sophomore year, and then going into junior year.
Yeah.
Then of course my senior year type shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like certain experiences that you have, like when you're younger, and then like middle school and certain shit, like it's certain shit that I just went through.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what made me walk around with a chip on my shoulder. Like, nah, ain't no nigga finna ever test me like
Yeah.
that again. Like,
Yeah.
nah, I know how to game. Like when I transferred to my home school, middle school, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit literally made me who I am today. Like that's why I walk around like, oh, I know how the world is. Like motherfuckers will eat your lunch, take your shit, like
Yeah.
like stump on you, and ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. All right, that's how it is. All right, nigga. Any nigga who I think trying to motherfucking disrespect me real quick, I'm trying to check that shit ASAP.
Check it
I'm
out.
trying. I try to check that shit ASAP. Nip that shit in the bud.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about being nervous. No. Hey, we're gonna have confrontation. That's what it's gonna be, and I'm just gonna go head up, and that's just how we're gonna deal with it.
I'm telling you.
But I'm glad I went through that shit though,
I'm
because
telling you, it's like that, bro. What's your nuts drop, nigga?
bro,
Yeah.
my nuts motherfucking dropped. That's why
You heard
motherfuckers
me?
walk around and say Jordan crazy. Jordan don't give a fuck, or Jordan just like, why he like that?
Shit.
Nigga, you don't know how it feel to motherfucking like be
Yeah.
walking home and you gotta worry about motherfuckers coming out of nowhere like banging on your ass, like
Yeah.
pause. But like just
Yeah.
banging on a nigga, like especially like when you coming from an environment like me, I always lived in the neighborhood I live in, and like my street is a good street. It's no problems, whatever. But like you keep walk down the street, then there's gonna be some fuck shit going on type shit, and like
Yeah.
it ain't shit not sweet or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
But like I was secluded from that shit because I was always doing shit. I wasn't in my neighborhood rocking like that.
Yeah.
I was always going outside, other places doing other shit, or whatever. And so, nigga, when I transferred and went to my home school, nigga, when I was at Zonework, the zoo,
nigga.
they call it, bro.
Yeah.
They call that bitch the zoo for real. Like, nigga, I used to feel like I don't know how prison is, but I used to feel like it was prison. Like, nigga, when the nigga say, hey, during lunchtime, nigga, we getting that hoe on, nigga, we boxing, nigga. When you walked in that hoe, niggas was really getting pounded out in that bitch. Like, it was really going down type shit.
Yeah, man.
And so I just seen like how in another neighborhood, like 5 minutes up the street, 8 minutes up the street, like motherfuckers wanting to be hood, wanting to be gang banging and all this shit because they cool. Meanwhile, they mama living in some nice little suburban home type shit. But you got these other niggas who they really about that shit. Like these are niggas who later on in my life, I'm in college watching First 48. And I'm seeing niggas who I went to middle school with on First 48 type shit. And like, it was inevitable. Like what Meek Mill say, it's inevitable.
Yeah, bro.
On his song, but like, it was like destined for them to be in that fucked up situation. Cause like, these niggas come from apartments down the street. And these niggas got apartment beefs. And these niggas is trying to survive. And these niggas trying to eat.
Yeah,
These
bro.
niggas is middle schoolers selling X pills and drugs. Cause really they mamas is strung out. They mamas is broke as fuck. And these niggas really don't have nothing to eat. And these niggas come with all the pain from home, and they bring all that pain from home to school.
Yeah, bro.
So they see your bitch ass nigga like me walking in that hoe,
Fresh meat, nigga.
fresh J's, fresh polo. You can look at me and tell, oh, this nigga fresh, bro. Like he ain't going through no pain.
You like a gazelle, nigga.
Yeah, luckily that nigga was good at basketball, so I was able to maneuver good. So you know what I mean, I was good.
Yeah.
But like certain instances, like nigga, your ass was finna get ate up around this motherfucker. But shit, that shit made me into the nigga I am now, and ain't no disrespect will be tolerated.
Yeah.
Ever again, no disrespect will be tolerated. I don't care what the fuck gotta come
It
with
don't
it.
take nothing but embarrassment from one situation,
Man, bro.
where you feel like you ain't handled that shit the way you
Bro.
should have handled it. And you gonna live with that shit.
That's I only got 2 regrets now. When some nigga tried to jump me in middle school, and I didn't get jumped though. But like, I was like, I should have stole off on both of them niggas, bro, and said, "Fuck it, nigga, what's up?"
Nah, for
like,
real. That be some real life regrets.
But guess what?
Like,
that
nah,
regret.
I should have took that fade, nigga.
But guess what?
Yeah,
Certain
yeah.
situations later on in life happen.
Yeah.
Like when I was in college and shit,
Yeah.
and 10 times worse though. Like,
Yeah, shit
like
different
fun.
now.
Like it was fun to me then. Like when it happened.
Right.
But like I was like, oh, I'm glad I went through that because nigga, I wouldn't have had niggas wouldn't have had the heart that I had being solo dolo
Yeah.
to do the shit that I did. You know what I mean? And so I could stand on my 10 toes down and feel good about that shit
You did
and
that
be like,
shit,
nigga, I let my nuts hang. And a lot of niggas can't say that shit because a lot of niggas are run away from that smoke. Like it's like you say, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
And hey, nigga, we staying 10 toes down. You know how we rocking though.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah,
Straight up.
I love this shit though.
I love
But
it.
yeah, to each his own podcast, man. To each his own. What time is it, bro? We shooting at 12:46 a.m. So I'm motherfucking tired as fuck.
Motherfucking tired.
I'm so motherfucking tired, bro. We got through this motherfucker.
Where we at?
253.
It's like 253, but I don't know if that's true or not. It might be like 153. Because the last one said like 3 hours. That how actually ended up being like 2 hours.
For real?
It started.
I was wondering. I said I was like, he wants to cut out like a certain part of it.
Nah.
It was only 2 hours.
For some reason, like the time started at an hour. I don't know how that shit worked.
That shit weird. I
Oh.
want to be telling some shit. That's weird. But nah, that's good though. That's
Yeah,
good.
man.
But to each his own podcast, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Send it to y'all friends. We finna be posting a whole bunch of fucking clips on Instagram and shit.
To each his own ideas or our ideas and beliefs.
Facts.
And if you agree and if you resonate and if you feel anything that we saying, cool. And if not, you are entitled to that in your own opinion.
To each his
You know what
own.
I'm saying? It's all good. It's all love at the end of the day. And as I told y'all last time, don't feel shy if you want to comment or hit us up about any type of inquiries you have as far as discussions or anything. We're open to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we love y'all. And shit, we hope y'all have a good week, man. You know?
Stay blessed.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Stay graceful.
Yeah. We out.
Out this bitch.